Welcome everybody to the... I've got to go to the top of my thing. Welcome everybody to the Watchers, episode 47.
Hey!
A D&D game played with good friends of mine, my world of Valeria. We have some announcements first of all. The D&D Beyond extension, we'll be coming back to it. I say soon, but soon TM is a meme, so I'm just working with what we have. Eventually, because we're planning to come back after the Rona in like the new year, we're going to be using the D&D Beyond extension with the Calamus later on, when we've sorted some things out. So that's why you can't see people's like spell slots and what their weapons are and stuff. But we're using Roll20, which allows you to see the HP and things anyway during combat. We have a gear list in the video bio on Twitch. If you buy anything from that gear list, you will directly support this stream, as we are an affiliate of Amazon. We also have a actual wish list for the studio that is full of items that will help us improve the stream. If you want to be sent this, it's got little things in there, like little stands and little tripods and things as well, but it's got some of the big stuff in there as well. If you want to peruse it, either send me or one of the mods a message and they will message me. If we can get 18 subscribers tonight, we will have a dice giveaway of Valkyrie-RPG.co.uk's Niflheim and Taris set. I also have some news for the next coming weeks when it comes to dice giveaway, so stay tuned for that. I think right now we're at 13 or 14 subs. So yeah, tell your friends, you get a free sub with Twitch Prime. If you have an Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. Borrow your mums, your brothers, your sisters, whoever. If they don't watch Twitch and they have Amazon Prime, then they have a Twitch Prime. So just link your Twitch account up with theirs. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, just think, there's nothing wrong with that. So if your parents, actually no, don't talk back to your parents. But if your brother says, that is, you can't do that, that's not right. No, you tell him you come to the Watcher stream and I will tell him right, but after the stream. Okay, so yeah, tell your friends. We are putting out a video weekly to get you caught up with the Watchers in celebration of our 1 year anniversary. We are releasing them in 10 episode chunks. They are titled When Last We Met Our Heroes, and we've gotten up to episode 22. The videos are live on our YouTube channel, which is MoistOwlette at the moment. Episode 22 to 32 will be going up soon. I'm having a little bit more trouble with this one because this was during the time that we had the transition between Inspira, Aya, Eminari, Valoran. So I'm going through a lot of different things, so I have to kind of put it into a story, narrative. So please let us know what you think about it. The ones that are up, and give them a share. We would really appreciate it. Finally, we have a Discord specifically for the Watchers where you can share your D&D stories and share your fan art. We have a D&D bot now for our Discord too. She's called Avray. You can make a random character, search the D&D Beyond database for information, and even import your characters so you can use the commands for attacking, using spells, making skill checks. You can play D&D in our Discord server. So small announcement, as I just said. In the next coming weeks, we're going to be having a giveaway of some dice. It's a dice bag that I've been sent by Valkyrie. So just stay tuned for that. I want to put up more stuff on on our social media so we can actually get people excited for it. For a showcase this week, we're going to be carrying on the trend of the Black Lives Matter movement. A lot of people think it's died. It's not. People are still protesting against white supremacy and getting an equal rights when it comes to cops beating people up. The videos are still going up. It's still happening, right? It still needs to be taken seriously. So if you would like to help people out, then these our friends out, our allies, then please type the command !BLMW, and you'll be whispered a bunch of links, including some LGBTQ plus stuff in there as well. But they're all in favor of helping the black community who are just having the worst of it right now. They simply are. Yes, so bringing it up a bit, player introductions, short ones this week. She cooked some mean fish casserole. It's Eminari.
Oh! Drying up that one.
Anytime is dinner time. It's Cade.
Oh, that'll do.
Hey, you want fish casserole?
Maybe.
That sounds like a euphemism. He's unsure if his dad is a dick or dead. It's Valorant.
Wow.
They say every part of her body is tattooed. It's Sylvia.
Oh, really?
Ooh!
In-game.
Now, before we get into the trigger warnings, is there any announcements from any of the plates? I did say, Dan, you did say last week that you had something that you might say this week, so I'm just giving you a way in.
We did.
No, give me another week.
Okay.
It has made a move. It has made a move. It's just council lane.
Is this something to do with? Is this something to do with a gaming place?
No. But
Okay.
we've got our foot in so many of those doors at the minute. It's unreal.
Awesome. Okay.
No, I don't want to blow it up because it's not that big. It's, we're getting his own workshop and hopefully a showroom. So that was
Nice.
big for us, but yeah.
That is huge. Yeah, that is huge.
So,
That is awesome.
like I say, we're just waiting for council, and they are dragging their fucking heels.
No.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Still have a hole in my roof.
Fucking chimney.
So, to start off, trigger warnings. This is a high fantasy gritting a dark world. It has gleams throughout, but living in this world is not easy. We will be tackling distressing subjects throughout this campaign. So just be prepared. Just cover your heart, shield it, and join us on this adventure. You guys are still level 10. The year is 539 DR. Right, yeah, good point. Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys that actually. So so I have changed some things when it comes to skills. So I'd like you to do this now. We'll do it on stream, so I can explain it a little bit. So when it comes to religion, go to your character sheet.
Talk to me about religious check.
It is already done.
It's already done on yours. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, I changed
Well,
it. Yeah.
on mine it is definitely.
Yeah, I think I changed it actually. Yeah, if you've noticed that on your religion, instead of being an intelligence check, it is a wisdom check now. I've changed this because it's stupid that it was intelligence, in my honest opinion.
It'll be blue instead of grey.
Yeah, it'll be blue, so you know it's changed.
It's no different. It starts the same.
It's still 0 for you. Yeah.
-1.
But thematically, doesn't make any sense that religion is an intelligence-based skill.
Yes, there is no intelligence in religion.
Well, I wouldn't say that, right? It's just that from religion comes some of our greatest philosophies and philosophers, right? So, which are wise, they come from wisdom, right? It doesn't make any sense that it would be an intelligence thing.
I agree.
And also, I am changing. This one is a controversial one, and I accept that, everyone's opinions about it is valid. But investigation, I've changed to a wisdom check because in my eyes, perception is the sister of investigation. Perception is using your eyes, whereas investigation is using your hands. People bring up the argument that it's about reading
Sherlock
up.
Holmes.
It's about searching through things, and it's like, well, we have other skills for that. Plain. We have other skills for looking through books, arcana.
Yeah, what
history.
is it normally then?
It's normally intelligence.
No, so it makes
Yeah.
no difference to me. Whatever.
I don't
agree
get
with you.
how looking with your hand through a pile of loot is investigation, and that's what is intelligence. Sorry, and that's
Intelligence,
what we
yeah.
use it mostly for. So we
I
change those
suppose
things.
you-
Yeah, I agree. But you can also intimidate someone with charisma by using your words. You can also put the fear into somebody if you're particularly good with words. Say you knew, like, you've known previous history about them, or you can make shit up.
I think it's force of personality as well, because it's your personality to intimidate somebody, like your sheer forces. Can you be a threatening presence?
Yeah, say if like the barbarian was just standing over them, he's like this 8.5 foot tall Goliath, and there's like this gnome, then I would say that's charisma. But if the guy picked him up, slammed him against the wall, and said, "Where is he?" Batman style, that would be strength, straight up. Even though we did,
Batman or the Kool-Aid?
So anyway, you guys are level 10, getting into D&D. The year is 539 DR. It is the 14th day of Nightal. The drawing down. And it has been 31 days since the beginning of this adventure. You have a ton of stuff that is in the treasury right now. The innkeep is now complete as the day has gone by.
Yay!
Drinks
so
when we get back.
we can mark
If we get
that.
back.
Now starts work on the Southeast Barbican, the Southwest and the Northwest Barbican. You have money going out for wages in about 14 days. And all of this will be done in about 7 days. It was 8 days last time. Now, you're inside this cavern. You're deepish inside here, so it's quite hard to keep track of time. This is something that you're going to be new. You're going to be this is a new mechanic that you're going to have to be dealing with. Not being able to track time, not effectively anyway. Everything down here is done by cycles, so you'll learn more about that as we venture down here. Right now, it's probably around the afternoon, somewhere around afternoon time. But yeah, because you're not seeing the sun and the moon, it would be very difficult to track.
Disney just come on.
Yeah, because
We're on an adventure.
television's so so I would have a sort of a concept of time passing by knowing how long the spell usually lasts.
Say that again, Lauren. Sorry.
Is it doing it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Just see that question.
Have a sip, clear your throat.
The question in chat: on which popular website do users send tweets? That question just came up.
Lauren's gone.
You've mentioned it again. She's had enough.
Oh no, the demon is taking her away.
Coffee. Can't believe you're still talking about Twitter.
We did it. We pushed it too far.
Twitter should still. What's your reasonings behind that sleep? So you're just being a troll? I feel like you're being a troll.
It's Mick. He's a troll.
Okay.
A lovable, wonderful, Twitter-hating troll.
Right, let's try this again. Are we okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, fine. I was going to say, surely I can track time slightly because the dark vision spell lasts 8 hours, so I would know roughly I would know when the spell went off, so we'd have a rough idea of passage of time.
No, you wouldn't, because the way you track time is through looking at the sun and knowing where the sun in the sky is and the moon.
I have a sense because I know like my spell.
Well,
length.
you could have a rough idea, just the same as you have a rough idea that you're in the afternoon, but you wouldn't have a true idea of like when it goes like later on in the game. Suddenly it will just go off. You'll be like, oh, 8 hours have gone by. Okay, right, but then
Also means like a rough idea would know that after like that went off, so much time had passed since I cast it, so we'd have a rough sense of where we were.
So when your dark vision goes off at about middle evening, then you're gonna okay, it's middle evening. Maybe we should start to rest.
What I mean, just so like I would have a rough sense because of that of like
Okay,
it's evening.
yeah, I get that.
If that makes sense.
Sleeps for Twitter president. Okay, yeah. So yeah, in that sense, yeah, you would definitely have some kind of idea, but it would still be a bit discombobulating down it, especially for you as well, being a druid of the moon. Like it would be quite confusing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like this apple.
What if I pull out my book and just like, hey, Handina,
what time is it?
Hey, Handina, what time is it?
No, that's fine. Yeah.
What time is it?
Is it light where you are? What does the moon look like?
Can you see the stars?
Has the world ended? So yeah. Anyway, let's go and yeah. So it is like some time around afternoon at this point. When you entered here, it was around lunchtime.
Yeah.
When you entered here, right? Episode 47. Let's get into the game. It's taking me 20 minutes to get here. When last we met our heroes, all my fault, completely my fault. You came across Teyrond, a high cleric of Skane. He seemed to be welcoming a sobbing Issa into a new life. After talking to him, it became clear that Issa had been taken advantage of her whole life, and Dafid had been the main antagonist, not the Temple of Skane. She had taken on this transformation to be an effigy of resentment, a powerful ritual cast on those who had been badly wronged. She stormed out with Teyrond's blessing, and you all followed her. Teyrond reminding you all not to interrupt her goal, which was to kill Teyrond, his wife, and anyone who was involved in the awful atrocities that were put on her. You followed and found yourself at the tavern. You saw that Issa had completely changed from a sullen figure to one of optimism and cheerfulness. She asked Dafid to give you money for your efforts, and he rewarded you all with a huge sack. Next stop was the cavern. Inside, you met an old fish, like being that used a major image to project itself. It spoke in deep speech, which only Valorin knew, and told him that he's cursed as long as he has his loot. But also introduced Valorin to Galnador, an old god he seemed to revere in some way. After this dialogue, 2 cloakers jumped down from the cave ceiling and became a somewhat difficult issue for the Watchers, for you guys. But you were all victorious in the end, even with Sylvia falling. It's dark in here and damp. The entrance seems further away than you expected, but ahead are bright colors shimmering and shadows walking between them. These colors line the walls, but without getting closer, you can't make out the shadows. The game is yours.
Did someone not have cast some form of light last game? Can't remember what happened.
No, I gave you guys.
Oh, we all
dark
got night vision, didn't we?
Yeah.
Dark vision.
So we didn't have to worry about light.
Yeah.
This is 46, yeah? 47.
Yeah, so you can put the... Oh, you put the lantern away, didn't you? Because you had dark vision. Yeah. Okay, so you've all got dark vision, and you've got it for approximately 6 to 7 more hours. Again, not quite sure on that one.
Suddenly go blind in the dark.
But yeah, so you're seeing these colors. Actually, yeah, these colors in your eyes. Actually, no, you'll be able to see because you have your normal eyesight as well. You'll be able to see the colors blooming out from about 100, 120 feet ahead of you. And it's covering quite a large portion of this cave. This cave, it was narrowing, and then as it's getting to this colorful section of the tunnel, it's starting to widen and become almost cavernous in size.
Okay.
Is it all just one way straight down then? Is it?
There's at the moment, yeah, it's just one big winding tunnel.
Can we sense anybody around? Can we pick up any shadows, rustles, movement?
Not around you. No.
Okay.
Is there any evidence as to which way Thingy might have gone? Lolth,
right. Make a perception check with advantage because Eminar is also looking around with you.
Oh, saw.
So I've described like the types of tracks we've been following to them to help them.
I think you've all seen them.
Not for any more advantage, but you have said what I've seen.
Well, I can bring the DC down.
15.
So you didn't notice them before, but as you kind of start walking around, your feet start to fall in these circular holes, these perfect circles in the ground, and they kind of sink deep into the earth, to probably about 3 or 4 feet, and they're big. You know, they're like this size. You know, they're huge. Very telling of what you've seen outside, which was the, what would you call them? Spider leg prints? I don't know what you would call the tracks of a spider, but
spider hoofs.
Yeah, spider points, spider needles. I don't know. But yeah, you've seen evidence of the same kind of deal in here. Funnily enough, though, what you were seeing outside is where as you trod, you would see these cracks in the earth that would break up and then spill out and break apart. But in here, that doesn't seem to be happening.
Okay. So I suggest we just keep going until we sense something more concrete, or
follow the circles.
Yeah.
Just going off just slightly again. Last episode, what did you tell us, Valorin, about the... Did you tell us about the alien type creatures, or was that...
I told you about the alien thing. I told you that the guy wanted us to find an infestation of aliens, and that's all I said.
Right.
And he was deeper down himself, wasn't it? You said as well, like he
said we'd come across him at some point.
Was there no like description of these aliens or anything like that?
Because they were pretty alien that we just fought, to be fair.
They were.
Yeah. Maybe they were aliens.
Maybe they were part of the infestation.
Down here.
Maybe that was it.
That's it, done.
Maybe
That's
we're
it,
finished.
off the list.
All right, we're done.
Big fish
Oh,
pops
they're
up.
done.
Thanks, guys. Gone. Poof. Okay, so just cautiously moving ahead.
Let's go.
Follow the tracks.
Okay. If you're cautiously moving ahead, I would say the person that has the highest stealth roll stealth with disadvantage.
Oh,
Not me.
Okay.
I got the +3. I believe Sylvia has the +3 too.
Yeah.
Is that dark vision thing? Is that concentration or not? It's not, is it? Right.
Hmm.
Lauren,
I going?
is your dark vision spell a concentration spell or not?
No, once it's cast for 8 hours.
So did you just roll a 1 for stealth?
Yeah, once Dark Vision's cast, it's just cast.
Okay.
She's doing the best
Okay.
statue.
Do you want to roll for it, given that it's your passive attribute?
Sure. 25.
Nice.
Is that with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a 12 to 17.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. You with the dark vision, you manage to traverse closer and closer towards quietly, keeping to the edges. The center of this cavern is a little bit treacherous. There's rock pools everywhere. There's these holes that Loltha's left behind. She's decided to take the main avenue down. So you decide to keep everybody to the side. Keep everybody to the side, and keep going down. Everybody's being as quiet as they can. And you eventually come to a beautiful sight of, well, kind of disgusting and beautiful in a way. A colony of different colored mushrooms and fungus.
Nice.
I know anything about these?
Are any edible?
Hey, nature girl.
One second, let me describe it to you. So, it's going as far as your dark vision eyes can see. This colony is going on for. It's bright. There's yellows, there's greens, there's reds, there's purples. Really bright colors. There seems to be this haze of green and purple and red that is like small particles that seem to be giving off by these spores. It encompasses the whole tunnel of this area, and you're seeing creatures ahead of you. They're resembling giant fungi that are just roaming around. Right now, you're about 20 to 30 feet away from the colony. They range wildly between 2 and 12 feet tall, with their main distinguishing feature being their limbs. Their upper half is split into a pair of arms below their caps on top of their heads, and their lower half is divided into a pair of legs at the stump. Each extremity is really pudgy and broad, with their hands ending in 2 stubby fingers and a thumb between them. Their feet are hosting numerous vestigial toes that don't seem to be useful in any way. They are varying colors, all these, from yellows and reds to purples and grays. And from them oozes spores as they walk around, bearing you no mind. Their eyes resting on their caps, searching the colony. So make a nature check, Sylvia.
Nudge you forward.
I am playing with
That
children.
would be a natural 20.
Really?
Nice.
Nice!
Oh, yeah.
-1.
+4.
Wow.
Right. As you look upon this Myconid colony, druids are very in touch with nature, and this creature is a lawful neutral creature. It will do you no harm unless you do it harm. They particularly do not like fire in any sense. But Myconids, which is what these are, they are basically thank you. they're basically a filtering system for the well, this particular one seems to be some kind of filtering system for this cavern. As you look around, you see that there are numerous dead bodies, dead beings that are currently what you know as being called melding. They are being melded into myconids. Anyone who dies in a myconid colony comes back as a myconid.
Get to play on.
Second life.
Nice.
Worst thing you could end up as.
That's lazy necromancy to me.
Yep.
And when the spores aren't dangerous or anything for walking through? Like the puffy stuff?
There's numerous dangers. That's the thing with myconid colony is fungi, constantly evolving and mutating. There are numerous dangerous things about going through a myconid colony. You know that they can be conversed with. You can have a conversation with them, though you're mostly talking to the myconid sovereign when you speak to one myconid. And as you look over the colony, you see that far in the distance, say about 60 feet ahead of you, there is a large mound, which is covered in fungi and fungus and mold. And that's likely where the sovereign is, where he or she is housed. Well, they don't have a gender; they're just myconids. They're just fungi people. Yeah, but a particularly thank you for that follow. A particularly large myconid, coming to about 8 or 9 feet tall, comes towards you. He doesn't leave the colony. What are you the host? D&D show. Thank you. See, I start talking about myconids. Everybody wants to come in. I love myconids.
Ooh, fungus.
Yeah. So, what was I saying? Right. Yes.
More about your fungi.
Doesn't leave the colony, but he's not doing what all the rest of the myconids are doing, which they're kind of looking through the fungi. They're trying to look through everything and seem to be not really feeding, but they seem to be extracting some way through the roots in their feet and their hands the nutrients that the colony is generating. But this one, with its eyes, it's got a huge elongated head with a kind of an acorn fungi ornamental head that kind of loops up and goes around and then comes back around and curves around his face. His eyes are just settled below the cap of his head, and he has these what look to be kind of falling off fungus tendrils that are just coming down his face. It looks very much like he's drooling, but there used to be some kind of structure there. But he looks at you, stares at you, and cocks his head, as it's just inviting you over. He sees you as you are near their colony right now.
Well, best thing to do, everyone's be friendly to them.
Oh man,
Luckily we didn't light a torch.
Failing. Failing. Do have flame strike. Could certainly clear a radius if we.
I don't know why my audio just stopped there.
Start with making friends. We don't want enemies down here any more than we have to fight.
Sorry, what was said? You need to repeat because I didn't hear anything.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Eminari's not trying to flame the whole entire place or anything.
She has zero itchy trigger fingers.
Okay. He's not making any kind of aggressive movements. He's just sitting there, just swaying. The occasional kind of small spore in his shoulder and around his body just gives off a short kind of gust of spores around, and as they settle on the ground, you see that these smaller tendrils just kind of expand and take root into the mud and the rock around him.
Cool.
Also, the smell around here is awful. It's very sweet and rotten.
Like brown bananas.
Can we see the spores?
Yes, they're very clear. Yeah, very clear.
Okay, I'll probably pull something over my face.
Okay.
And we shall go forwards to greet it.
Yeah, I think the druid should lead the way.
Speak
personally.
for yourself. Off you go.
Can I get a
flower zombie?
Can I get a marching order for me? Just see.
I'm in front.
So Sylvia. All right, who's next?
I mean, do you guys want to stay back and me?
I'll probably just
Sylvia
stand at
go.
the edge. Like, I don't really want to get in the
Eminari.
fungus.
And
Halloran's likely cowering at the back somewhere.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to fly over them.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
If I need to, I would. Like, I will.
Thank you, D&D show. Thank you. Let chat know what you were doing today. Guys, any mods in chat? Could you share out? Just give the D&D show some shout outs. If you know the commands. If you don't, it's !SO space and then just put the D&D show and it will tell you what he's been doing or they've been doing. So yeah, what was I saying? So Sylvia, you step up, and the Myconid is still just staring at you, just looking at you, still wavering, just wobbling there, and it just.
But I assume it understands how we talk.
What are you going to say to it?
I don't know, but do I know if it understands common?
Depends. As you know, the nature of Myconids, they could have any language because they take control of whatever dies in their colonies. So you're taking a guess, basically, with what they know. So yeah, it's up to you what you want to say and see what happens.
Oh, hang on a minute. Did we not all see all that before? Is it just Sylvia? She did the...
Oh, no, you guys see it because you're about 30 feet from the thing right now.
Yeah. You were saying about them taking the... I can't remember the word you used now, with the bodies.
Oh, melding.
Melding. Yeah. Can we actually see that? There's the bodies down here? Or...
Yes, there's a lot. It would hide itself as just a vegetable, like a vegetation at first, just an outcrop. But then as you look closer, it's like the petals would be kind of just overgrown fungi fingers that have just grown around a central bulb, or a torso that's just sticking out of the ground, and where there should be a head, there would be just a bloom of flower and fungi. It's gross, but the reason you wouldn't have seen it immediately would be because of the colors are just overbearing and the size of all this as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pull, just grab my cape and just kind of cover my mouth and nose up a little bit, and under that covering, hold my sword, just in preparation.
So like you got your hand on your sword.
Yeah, but out of view, or the best I can anyway. So just pulled my cape over my arm with my hand on my sword.
Okay.
Cover my mouthpiece.
I'll throw a guidance at the three of them. No, I'm in front of him. The three of us. I'll throw a guidance on us just in case.
So Sylvia,
I assume Edak doesn't breathe anyway, so I'm not.
Yeah, Edak is a celestial being of radiant energy, so he doesn't breathe. Like, not the same way you guys do. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, Sylvia.
Yeah, I'll say to Cade quickly, if it doesn't understand me, you may have to try another language.
Okay.
And I'll turn to it and say,
oh, wow.
Sorry to interrupt your gathering and your area. I'm a druid, and I am just seeking safe passage for me and my companions through your area. We won't disturb anything if we can help it.
It looks at you for a very long time, about 15-20 seconds, really awkwardly, just kind of staring at you, and then it opens when it opens its mouth, you can hear the creaking and kind of the squeaking of the spongy fungus material around it, and it just speaks this really deep slur-like language at you, and it just says Sutigativo Bation, and you immediately recognize this as very similar to what you heard at the beginning of the cavern that the fish-like creature was saying.
Valerian! Valerian!
Valerian stood just
stood right at the back, like I can't hear anything.
Valerian! We need you!
I will. Are they stood in like fungus now or not?
No,
Or
you
they
guys
still
aren't.
on, like,
It
rocks?
is.
Okay, I'll walk up. I'll walk up behind Kane.
Okay, so you guys, just to give you
What's
a better
up, sir?
description, you guys right now are about 20-25 feet away from the edge of the colony. Okay? Okay.
It appears to be speaking the same language you were speaking at the. At the
What's
big
up
fish.
there? Hello.
What's that?
So it speaks.
It's me.
It speaks to you in deep speech,
Okay.
and says, "Do you softers need help getting over our home?"
Do we need the help in getting over that home, Sylvia?
I think we do if we don't want to disturb anything.
Oh my god. Does deep speech have like a formal and informal way of speaking or anything like that?
Not really.
Does it have a masculine and feminine?
it's a-
or-
it's a-
Yeah, is there like a gender neutral?
Not really. It's not lawful in any way, this
Declination.
language. It comes from a chaotic time. Yeah, so it's kind of a chaotic language in that there is no way to, there is no formal, there is no like really past tense or anything like that. It's, yeah.
Okay. We go over no hurt. No pain to you.
It just turns around, and then it's going to call over another Myconid, which is a smaller, about 4.5, 5 foot tall Myconid. It has
That's for you, Valerian.
and this larger 8.5 foot tall one just wanders off and starts doing the search again for melding targets, etc. And then this little one comes over. It is in contrast stouter. Like, he was very tall and thin and had like this huge fluting top and cap. Sorry, this one is more like a toadstool. It's got a very thin, large, wide areaed mushroom on top of his head. You see these tiny eyes just above it. It's got a very small face. It's got its left arm is quite short and ends in kind of a pudgy little claw with fingers, and the other one is quite long and just drags across the ground. One thing you notice with these guys is that when they walk, they seem to have quite a bit of weight to them, even the small one. Yeah, it seems to have quite a lot of weight to it while it's walking through, and just you can hear every thump. This music is not... It's not ominous. This is more like going into a fight. Hello.
Fireworks going on.
Skip to... It opens up its head and tries to eat you all.
Yeah, so... and then it's going to speak up and say, in common, I will take you through.
He's saying he will take us through.
We got that.
Oh, okay. Common. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, someone asked a question just now as well. What was the question before I went? Someone asked an important question. I can't remember what it was.
Please, somebody tell it they had an important question.
No, never mind.
Aaron?
It's alright.
It's alright.
When we're walking through, Sylvia's going to want to probe it a bit to see if Lolth came through this way.
Yeah. It's very careful. It's very commanding on how it's talking to you and where to stand in the colony. It seems there is a very particular trail through this colony, and it's not a straight line. You're having to zigzag and then go back on yourself a little bit and then go around again. Yeah, so when you bring up... so what do you say to him?
We're on the trail of a spider, very much larger than us. Did they come this way?
He looks around, and then he looks up, and he just, with his little pudgy finger, he just points up, and you can see that there's holes that they're repairing in the roof where she's gone through. And he says, large spider being squeezed through here 1.5 cycles ago.
Thank you.
She was polite, but was in a hurry. And he just kind of looks up as there's a couple of fungi just fall down. Then he just kind of yells at Valorant to step back.
Okay.
And you think it's from something falling down, when in fact you look down and there's like this little 1.5, 2 foot little fungi thing that's on 4 legs, and it looks kind of bulbous. It looks like a button mushroom, and it's just walking by, and it's got little ones next to it that is just walking by. Yeah, he will say though, we wanted to learn more about her. She was quiet.
Pity she didn't talk to you. You could have learned a lot from her.
We have been here a long time. We know things.
What could you tell us? We've never been this way before. We'd be grateful for any of your information.
He's going to take a big kind of breath in. It's they don't really breathe, but it's like a startled, like, excitement at being asked that question. And they're going to say, in no relation to what you just spoken about with Lolth and her going through there, is this, occasionally little brain puppies move through.
Brain puppies?
We take them, they kill us, can kill us. They climb and dig, but we smash them. And then we turn them. And then he looks at the little kind of group of the 4-legged button mushroom fungi, and then just says, brain puppy.
It's a very good use for a brain puppy.
We melt them into us.
Would you know what a brain puppy is, Sylvia?
I've no idea. Have I ever seen a brain puppy?
Brain puppy. I am baffled at brain
Oak door.
European oak. But then he's going to go on a more lighter note. It says, if you see, and he just points at the walls, even though it does not relate to what he's saying. He says, if you see holes in wall along tunnel, beyond this point with small eyes in them, don't worry. They are Snurf Giblin, little gnome people, live down here. A delicacy in the Underdark, but also friendly to outsiders. Their enemies are anything that lives down here but us and the floaty cows.
He wouldn't mean kobolds by little gnome people, would he?
What colour were the things we just fought? The
floaty cows.
Cloakers.
Rooting cows bring dogs.
Puppies.
And gnome people.
I'll say, what colour were the cloakers?
He called them deep gnomes. They are gnomes that live down here.
Deep gnomes.
Yeah, he called them Surf Giblin.
They're cool.
Surf.
Surf. It's like there's a U behind there, but it's a Surf Giblin.
Yeah.
Just put deep gnome. That's much easier.
Yeah. Surf Giblin, little deep gnome people.
After that, and not dissuaded by a complete confusion, he says, he kind of looks like he's got a little bit like a worry on his face, and a couple of kind of flakes of fungi just fall off his face as his brow furrows. He says, there is uprising happening down here to do with the Dark Ones. And
I miss.
the alien people, not from here.
What do you
You're
mean?
not the alien.
We,
Of course they're not aliens. They live here.
we have
This
lived
is their
here
house.
timeless cycles. We've been here since the beginning.
What are the alien people?
Tall.
Well, people.
You spoke to one. He just points at the Myconid that you were first introduced to.
The big one.
Yeah.
Deep speech, speak on.
They
He
are
knows more?
tall. They eat head. They control. Purple, black, grey, black eyes. Don't have mouth.
Oh,
Dress
great.
good.
By that description, does Valerian know what it is? Richard does, but Valerian might not.
No, I don't think so. There is
Yeah,
any way
no,
he would
okay.
know.
No.
Would Dritz have told Sylvia anything?
Make a make a history check.
So the big guy we spoke to first is the alien.
No,
one of
Jamie.
the-
Yeah, he
don't
knows
know
more.
anything.
Uh,
I got a 3.
I think that's what I got from that.
Yeah, so basically, one of them had walked into the colony and had attacked them at some point, because that's what he's told you is they only consume what's dead, and if they get attacked, then they will fight back. And one of these creatures has fought back and tried to get out and has been punished for it by being killed and then being made a Myconid.
So they've made a Myconid of one of these aliens,
Yes.
and that was the tall black, the
Yes.
tall one.
so he's consumed it, so he'll know more about it. I see.
That's why he's still getting his deep speech.
The Dark Ones have found new master in the lake near their city. And two purple ones are finding it hard to control them. And he again points at the tall one. He's going to then point at himself. And then point at a particular part of him, which is just his right cheek here, going down to his neck. And you can see he's got very dark skin. It's like a shimmering gray, but it's like a really dark, almost black. And he says, "This one was Dark One once."
And I'm assuming you were transformed when you died.
This one died. I became me.
Your body died, but then you became Myconid?
Yes.
But why were you down here in the first place?
He looks very confused at that point. He's like, me. And then he just points at everything around him. We've been down here since beginning.
Yeah, but you weren't always a Myconid, so what were you doing previous to being a Myconid? Am I saying that right? Myconid?
Does he remember being...
Yeah, that's
Other.
this. He's having trouble because he doesn't.
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, I mean, with your insight, your passive insight, you'd be able to tell that he's having trouble. He doesn't understand the question because he is the colony.
a Myconid?
Yeah.
It's okay, we will help. Don't worry.
Again, he just kind of stops one of you, Cade, from stepping forward as you're just about to step on a kind of a small purple like flower. And he just grabs your leg and then just pushes it to the side, and then just says,
Oh.
"No touch, fall down,
Sorry.
long fall."
Oof.
How long?
Just kind of he
3 feet.
Yeah, he points at the taller the taller, like the taller alien Myconid, and he goes 1, 2, 3, and then points at the taller one.
Okay. Cool.
34.
So then he's going to talk about other people that walk through here that don't cause them harm. He says, wait. None of you are human, are you? No, because
No. I'm
half elf. Yeah. Oh, you're half elf. Yeah, so he would definitely pick up on that then. He would then look at you because you're the closest relation. Huh?
We are human.
Say again.
Yeah, Kalistar are part of human.
Okay,
Yeah.
then he will look at Eminari and Valoran. He will say, "Human. Others walk down here often, and Myconid direct them like you. Oh,
Okay,
they seem to be sleeping, like
Sleeping?
dream, muttering. They say 4 words. First word, Alestraza.
Martin.
Then the old one. They say it over and over. We have to direct them through the colony. If you do not get directed through the colony, you will die.
Okay. And where do you
Okay.
send them? You know where this Alestraz is?
We just direct them through the colony. They go where they want. Normally to the, and he just points to one side, which is, from where you're standing right now and pointing, it's the right-hand side of the cavern. They kind of
Okay, yeah.
gravitate to that side when they get through the colony.
So the 4 words they were saying was Alestraz, the old one.
The old one, yeah.
Okay.
And then he's just going to
They
talk.
seem
So then he's going to talk about the colony itself, kind of like a tour guide in a way. He's going to say, "This is also really so intense." Hang on. There we go. This might be.
Indeed, bird.
He says, "This colony has been here for countless cycles, headed by the sovereign," and he just points over at the lump, "by me, who is deep inside this." He points again at the mass at the center. "It has been studied by wizards in the past, your spell people. They concluded that this colony was a filter system for the Underdark below, stopping anything getting out or in that didn't need to be. Are you new to the Underdark?"
Yes. Well, I am. I don't know about
I
anybody
don't.
else.
I've not been here.
The Underdark is dangerous, but not just because of its denizens. Rather than give you advice on what not to eat, I will give you a much smaller list on what you can.
Okay.
Barrel stalk. And he's going to point at this fungus, which looks to be as big as like a willow tree. Only it is a pale, kind of creamy color. He says, "The inner flesh of a barrel stalk is edible. You can eat it. And within the central cavity of a barrel stalk, there is a large reservoir of water. Fresh. You can drink it."
Okay.
Sylvia, you get all of this?
Blue cap.
Okay.
He's going to point at a little patch of little mushrooms on the ground as you're going through. is an inedible fungus whose spores can be ground into flour and made into bread, commonly called spore bread.
That's
So it is
a good
inedible,
name.
but you can grind his
Like,
spores.
yeah, you wouldn't be able to eat it straight up. But
So when was
if
the
you
last
could
time
ground
ate
it into flour,
pure grain?
yeah.
That's
Then
gonna be
he
okay.
points at
Emma,
this.
have you got the purify?
Wow.
Do you have purify food and water as a spell you can take?
I know I have. I don't have anything prepared. No.
But can you take it another day? Like, would that be useful to us down here?
I
I can't remember
Not
the top
great.
of my head, but I think clerics can carry it. I don't know.
I
if
know-
it's how-
What is it you're looking for?
Purify food and water.
Purify.
I can chill, warm, or flavor stuff, but that's fine.
But we got a lot to go through here, so he's going to carry on.
can create or destroy water.
Like James.
Oh,
So
I've got it anyway. I can take it next time.
Oh, I have got purify food and drink. Sorry. Yeah.
he points to a small little batch of these fern-like, pale orange in color, kind of lichen. Yeah, if you know what lichen is, it's kind of like mossy, like a mossy thing. He says, "Fire lichen is used to produce a spicy paste. Put on spore bread, liquor or seasoned soup, or stew. Put in, tastes good. Humans say, ripple bark." And he just points at another tree that has this small, he points at a barrel stalk that had this small mound on it, which you could swear is just rotten flesh. It just looks like a pile of rotten flesh, literally. It says, "It is edible raw. However, after preparation, it has better taste." Trillimac is a fungus with broad grey-green
Trillimac.
cap. Trillimac, yeah.
Trillimac.
Trillimac. And a light grey stalk. The stalk can be cleaned, soaked, and dried to produce a bread-like food. Though humans say barrel stalk. Sorry, no, blue cap tastes better.
I really hope you're getting all of this, Sylvia. I cannot remember what he's talking about.
Water orb! He's just gonna yell out. Is a
James once told us all of these. I've got the background of Wanderer, which says I can recall good things about stuff about areas. But in addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people. Provided the land offers berries, small game, that type of thing.
Guys, you've got Cade with you. It's all good.
Would we be then able,
Generous
No.
meat.
knowing
Coding-
these
coding the
details of it, would I be able to use the feature of Wanderer to be able to automatically find this food and water as we need it, since he's given us the details?
I'm gonna start collecting it once we're past. Is it only here that this is all available, or is it all through the caves? Is it only here this is available, or is it all through the caves?
Sounds different than
the
kid.
Wanderer
What's
will
happening?
help, but it's not a catch-all.
Right, I
but
can
it-
do I'll have like a check, be able to use a check using that feature to aid me.
Yeah. No,
Just
all
thinking
these
because nice
grow.
just this, I can say, using that knowledge.
All these grow through Underdark, everywhere. Water orb. It is a bulbous fungus that grows in shallow water.
Balbazar.
Its structure is similar to sponge soaked with water. It is edible, but rather chewy and tasteless. So say human. And finally, Zerk wood is an enormous mushroom, and he just points at this. You didn't realize at first, but you're under the shadow of kind of a small little grove of them. It is an enormous mushroom, and is a source of food and timber. You will not
Food
find
and wood.
tree down here. No tree, only Zerk wood. Because of hard and woody consistency, it must be properly cooked to be edible. Its spores are nutritious and may be eaten raw. Then he's going to go into the flora.
How long has this conversation been going on?
I mean, it's going to take you probably a couple hours to get through this colony.
How long has he been talking?
Talking? Let's say at this point, about half an hour.
Is Edak with us?
Yes.
I'm going to climb on Edak's back and have a short rest.
But,
I'm fascinated. So Sylvia's listening closely. She's actually interested in this.
Then he says, as well as flora, there are a number of fauna you can hunt in the depths. Bats are a very common in the whole of the Underdark. This includes, and he points on his non-existent fingers, regular bat, dire bat, and some weirder ones too. Fish are mostly very small, pale and harmless in greater bodies of water. There are more dangerous versions of fish. Sharks, for instance. Wraith are a common livestock, very similar to your musk ox. And finally, vermin. And he just points at kind of bugs that are just crawling around. They are your most common source of food in the Underdark. Some of them are bred like livestock, mostly beetles and crickets. Very tasty.
Bugs are a normal source of any diet.
Full of protein. And then as kind of he takes you on this tour guide, you're getting to the end of this journey now through this place. And you're seeing just... Well, I'll explain to you. You're seeing... So you've seen... He's described himself as a Dark One, what he was before. He was a Dark One. He's pointed at the alien tall creature. There's also normal human-looking individuals around here. Also smaller-looking humanoids that are just walking around. All of varying different fungal sizes and shapes.
It's clear, like, to see when you look at a myconid what it used to be, or is it not?
You would have to look carefully. Like, if you were 20-25 foot away from this one that's been talking to you this entire time, you wouldn't have seen the dark complexion because it was overshadowed by all the colors that are around him.
Are they generally the same, like, shape and height as the original form?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, if you had a dwarf that turned into a myconid, it'd be short, and an elf would be tall. And
yeah, they would be generally the same size because they're literally like they're a parasite, needing a host, so they have to grow around their current body, unless that body's lost bits.
Right, so it's basically like Japanese kudzu, the like, oh my god, the weed that literally grows everywhere.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's over like everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Japanese
okay.
weed.
Yeah, Japanese weed.
So as you get closer, you can actually see the other side. And you can see several. There are 3 prevalent, large, spidery tunnels that go in different directions. That are ahead of you, and he's going to explain them. He's going to say, beyond this point are large, spidery tunnels bending this way and that. If you stick to the dampest side, you will find the Dark One city. If you stick to the driest, you will find where the spider being went, but where myconids and many others do not go. If you go down the way of the weird rocks, you will arrive at a massive cavern, but likely not before finding the Brain Eaters.
Brain eaters.
Can you tell us that again? The dampest side was the dark ones.
Spider. Dry side spider.
Spider.
Damp, darkest, middle
Weird
cavern.
big rocks take us to people who are going to eat our brains.
Mm-hmm. Rocks,
Mhm.
brains. Okay.
We'll give you a
Until
quiz
we
on
eat.
this later, Valor, and make sure you've taken it all down in proper detail.
I got dampest dark ones, dry spider, the kind of like.
I'm gonna be collecting these bits of food and stuff to put in Emma's bag. I'm gonna take this back for the tavern.
Ooh, yeah, you can have an Underdark delicacy section.
Limited menu. Limited time.
For a limited time.
Love it.
Also, some might be of a little bit of use to Hendina.
A little bit abuse.
Of use, you weirdo! What? I'm playing on!
Take some of these spores. Have that. Bosh.
Jesus!
So he's gonna offer you the
£20.
he's gonna offer you a what seems to be a bag made of the skin of one of the Zerkwoods, and in it are 5 days rations of each one of those things he's just spoken about. So
That's awesome.
there's some
Thank you very
barrel
much.
stalk in there. There's some fire lichen in there. Trillimac, and there's some water orbs in there. So, but that's between you. That's not each of
Right,
you.
one
That's-
each.
Yeah.
How's everyone's stocks in general?
In general,
Our rations
have 5
probably have
days.
less than what I think I have.
Yeah, 10.
I'll remove a couple. I have 7.
I have 5 lots of 10 days.
I've got 11 days of rations.
Little bat fasted. Yeah, but
Oh,
your
no,
rations,
sorry,
your
10
rations,
days.
Sylvia, your rations are probably like 10 days is probably one ration to everyone else. You're like really
Okay.
small.
Like
So as you're kind of stepping over the threshold of the colony, and he is bringing you out, he just looks at you and he puts his hand up and waves. This is what you do to say bye. And then all the other Myconids that you can see also put their arms up and start waving.
I love
May I suggest there is an alternative wave?
That isn't a wave. That isn't a wave.
5 portions of what rations are they called again? Sorry.
Well,
Of all that
let's-
that is told us about.
yeah, there is 5. I will send the information to you later on.
Don't say that now.
I just wanted to give it a name for
Well,
it to
I
be in the
need
bag,
to,
like 5.
narratively, I need to say it.
The tavern rations.
5 sets of rations of Underdark stuff.
Yeah.
5,
there
yeah,
you go.
that's it. 5 on.
However, guys, once you start looking through your rations, you look through, and most of it is gone off.
Of course it has.
Thank you.
Mostly gone off.
Yeah,
I'll
you've
put
only
that
got
in brackets.
like not like you've only got 1 day of ration between you. Well, each one of you's got 1 day of rations. It's been a quick thing as well, because it seems this place does bad things to surface food.
Knowing that, I'll then send, or seeing that, I'll send Hendina a message.
Just saying, hey, Hendina, are you okay?
I'll send a message. It doesn't
Yeah.
need to be in his voice. Are you all right?
Yeah,
All
love.
right, bruv.
You all right?
Hiya!
Don't you call me Duck?
You all right?
Yes,
Hey
I'm
up, dog.
okay. What's
What's happening on the surface, Hendina? Is everything okay? How is David and his daughter?
they left later on in the day. Nothing unusual.
Okay.
When you say later on in the day, how long have we been gone?
It has been about...
It's been about an hour, as far as I know.
It's been 1 week.
No, it's been about 5 hours now.
It's been 5 hours. Okay.
No, because we had a couple of hours.
Oh, we
walking
travelled through the.
Yeah.
That's about right.
No problem. I'll check back in later. While I have the book out, I will also send a message to Barbek.
Okay.
You should be traveling.
Should be.
They should be probably back or getting close.
No, 5 hours. Is...
No, Barbek would have.
It was yesterday. We've slept since, haven't we?
We've slept.
Oh.
So Barbek should probably be like at Deerwood, I assume. Now.
That was before we. Oh no, yeah, it was on his way here before we did the whole girl. Went to the guy's mansion.
Oh, yeah, Barbek, how's it going? Did you get to Deerwood okay? Did you get the... Oh my god, I can't remember the woman.
Soap.
She
Her name?
is.
Soap mate.
Slow.
Did you get the woman that looks like she's in some 90s music?
Soap. Soap.
So
Did you get Sob?
Yes, I got your friend. We are just starting our journey back now.
Good.
Go. And then I'll send a message to Cade. Hi, Cade. Just because I've got the pen out and the book in front of me, I have to send a message to everyone to my book.
I just don't see it out loud when I stood staring at you. Hi.
Hi, yeah.
You're right.
I'll climb off Edak at this point.
Okay. Okay.
What did I miss?
Oh. So we go that way for Wolf, that way for the darkest ones, dark ones, and that way for a cavern full of brain eaters.
Sweet. Which way are we going?
Well,
Obviously, we're going the Brain Eater's way.
Yeah.
No, you guys don't have enough.
Not Lolth, Sylvia.
No,
You
what
seem
do we
to
have
want to get us here
what
pretty
do we have to
quickly.
Brain Eaters. It's logical.
I mean, that's where Richard wants to go, but
That's where Lauren would like to go very much.
I am very much not in this joke.
I just want to get high on mushrooms.
let's go.
Let's go.
Wow, Streamlabs stopped my recording.
No.
Thanks, Streamlabs. I'm gonna have to fucking cut that up now, you bastards. Anyway.
You got it sorted, or do you want us to pause for a minute?
Nah, it's fine. I can't sort it until after the stream. Yeah.
can't do
You
like-
can
I'll have to
always, you
rip
can always
it.
rip the VOD, can't you?
Yeah, it just won't be as good quality.
High VOD.
Okay, you can't take a break now to sort it out.
Oh no, I fixed it. I've just pressed record. It just stopped my recording. I know I pressed it. It's just stopped it. I have enough hard drive space. I don't know why I did it.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. So which way are we going?
Do we need to visit a city of dark beings that only you can understand?
Well, I don't see why not. I'd say that in deep speech.
Are you okay, friend? Your stomach is.
I'm a fine. You know,
Weird noises.
It's weird learning that you can speak a language when you didn't know you could, but okay.
Is it
Okay.
not something you'll be able to speak all your life?
Honestly, I don't remember having to speak it before, but I understood it and I can speak it.
Interesting.
Which way are we going? You want to go after this spider, yeah?
Well, that's why we came.
Let's
Yes,
go.
we need to go to the spider.
I was
Unless
hoping
we
very
think
much
we'll
you would
kidnap
say
people in the city.
one of the other directions, so I could see Sylvia have another tantrum. But let's go for the spot.
We can
Are you
go
sure? I
to
could see a
the.
tantrum
We can
that
go
would-
to the spider. Maybe there is a hole to the brainy ones.
He did say she was in a hurry when she went. So we could go trick her and then come back, because if the people are kidnapped and in the city, they're probably still in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Kimberly wants to see a temper tantrum that will beat him to a pulp.
I want to see that temper tantrum.
Nope. Anyway, so you carry on.
I am laughing.
I transform into a... No.
Right, so you're
What do you
going down which
You've
tunnel?
got to have seen one to be able to transform into one.
I have seen one in
You
the hedge
told
maze
me.
in the distance.
You didn't go into the hedge maze. You weren't a
But
watcher
I
there.
saw it.
So you've got your tunnel that is going directly to the left into the wall, and then you've got your middle one, and then you've got another one that's kind of twinning it, going in another direction, curving to the right. As you're walking along and making your decisions, the little holes that he was talking about, you're starting to see them everywhere. They're kind of honeycombing this cave system. And with your dark vision, you can see that there's tiniest little white grey eyes that are just poking out. You don't see what's attached to them, but they're just staring at you, just watching from the walls.
That's those snuff gibbling things.
We say hello to them as we walk past. Let them know we're not here to eat them.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a sec.
Valerie, you might
we are not
say
here to eat you.
your made-up tongue.
Hello? I'll say hello in hang on,
Deep.
in common, then Elvish, then deep speech.
Ooh, Elvish.
I can speak Elvish.
Ah. So I say hello, bonjour,
So long.
salom.
Salam.
Lammy.
Stop.
Yeah, hello, bonjour, sup.
Bon Jovi.
Deep
What?
speech, sup.
Okay. Do any of you speak? Oh, look. Hang on.
Elvish, Celestial, Corey, Common.
Druidic.
Or
Halfling. Telepathy.
Quori.
oh, I also speak that thing where if it. Hang on. Yeah, I can speak to anything as long as it understands the language.
Yeah, so can I with
Oh,
mine.
comprehend languages.
Awaken mind for me. She's got mind link.
Okay.
So if we talk telepathically.
Telepathically.
So when you say who's the one saying hi? Was it Valorant?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh no, wait, it was Sylvia. My bad. Yeah, no, Sylvia.
Let's say it with Valorant.
Yeah, Sylvia says hi to these things, and you start hearing a click, like a tongue clicking, and then more start clicking, and then there's just like this kind of wave, an echo of clicking through these little holes in the walls, and then you hear just the smallest voice. You guys have not actually met anybody who speaks that language. So it's just a really high pitched tone, fast, and excited, and then you see one of their faces as it just kind of crawls out of the little holes. This one he's bold, definitely male.
Bold.
Bold, yeah, definitely male. Has a really flat head and has a heavy brow, with kind of pointy, sticky out, large ears. It is a very light grey in colour, and has a wide, flat nose that goes almost halfway across its face.
Wow.
And has a quite a large, pouty mouth. All along its body, it has kind of small. What looks like I can't remember the process it used, but basically scar tissue that has created
That I
patterns,
wish you saw.
all over its body, and it has this small pickaxe that it's just dragging at its side, and a backpack on its back that's got a bunch of raw materials in it, and he just pokes out. He just looks around. He just looks at you. You do not
How
understand
big
what he
is it
said.
again? Sorry.
Hmm?
How big?
Oh, how big? Right, they're very small. Between like 3 to 4 foot in size.
Okay.
Oh,
So I
bigger
can
than
walk-
Lauren. Bigger than Sylvia.
Yes.
Lauren also.
Everything's taller than me anyway.
Nice.
Elfan isn't. Oh, wait, he's not with us at the minute, is he?
Yeah, but the interesting thing is that we've been told that they're nice to eat.
Well, Elfans.
Just try.
Never the game back.
I'll get him back the next time we sleep.
You hope.
Eventually.
Okay. Nobody understands that.
Can we just do like a friendly wave and smile?
Well, can we see what's in his little backpack, or?
Yeah, it's in his backpack is a bunch of raw material. Seems to be coal there, random rocks. There's some glinting deeper inside the pack. It is a long tubular kind of backpack that he slung over his shoulder. Yeah, and he's
basically just rubbish in it then, basically, or just junk, kind of like a little collector, like a little raven. Or
well, no, they're all rocks in there. Like it seems like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it seems like they mine. It's pretty clear with these guys. But yeah, he says what he says with his really high pitched voice, a fast, excited voice, and kind of looks at you questioningly, and hearing that you not really saying anything back, and then seeing that you smile, he does this huge smile, and his face is like his mouth is huge in proportion to his face, so his smile just fills up his face, and you see he's missing tons of teeth. He's just and he just like and then he kind of just crawls back into his hole.
I'll use Awaken
Okay.
Mind and just say, "No, wait, you okay?" Into
Yeah.
his head.
Yeah, as soon as you say that, he just stops. His pickaxe is just kind of over the hole right now as he's just been dragging it behind him. And he comes back out, looks at each one of you, and then speaks back in his head and says, "Yes, I'm okay."
What's your name? Like, it's just in his head. What's your name?
Snogging.
Snogging?
His name is
By name.
Snogging.
By name and nature.
I can
What a
talk to
lovely
him. I
name.
can talk to him in my head. His name is Snogging.
Snogging fossil rinser.
Snogging fossil rinser. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Hello?
I
Fell asleep.
This is our home. We
It's your home,
to
huh?
dig. Are you friendly?
Are we friendly? I turn to Cade and like everybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
We say yes. As friendly as we can be. It depends on if
Roll.
you are friendly.
Roll deception.
We are friendly. We don't like to attack. We are
I don't think we like to.
no.
How does his pickaxe look? Is it looking good, Nick?
What the deep gnome?
Yeah. His pickaxe. Yeah, he's got a little pickaxe in it. He says,
Oh right, yeah. Is pickaxe like in your experience, and in your hands it would be a war pick. You know, in size, like you wouldn't be able to use it as a pickaxe because it's just it's small.
No.
It's not. It doesn't have the weight behind it. But
Sylvia would.
they seem to they seem to
That'd
be
like
able to
scythe.
use them.
It's like a glaive for Sylvia.
Ah!
But yeah, it's
drinking
looking
alcohol.
it's looking at good. In fact, all their equipment looks to be in pretty good. It seems to be maintained pretty well.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I was gonna sharpen it for him if it needed it, but if it's in good nick, it don't need it. So.
Which way? We're going down the road where the drier road, the spider road.
Yes.
In his head, I'd just say like, Spider, do you know where he is? She is? It is? They are?
Reaches into a pouch, brings out a dead spider.
The big one.
Big spider.
Please
Giant
don't bring out a
spider.
bigger spider than the one you
Big
just had out of
spider.
your bag. I'm talking about one that's bigger than your bag.
Oh, big spider lady.
Yes.
Huge. Yes.
Oh, she went down that way. He just points at the
That
middle
way.
tunnel.
Middle tunnel. Okay.
Middle tunnel, guys.
Careful, though. Careful down there. See,
Okay.
deep
Why?
down.
Why?
Deep down there. And he's just kind of clenching his pickaxe tighter, and the fabric on his body is just kind of tensing it and twisting it. And he's like, Menzoberranzan, city of the Drow.
City of the Drow.
Menzoberranzan.
Beranzan.
I would.
Moranzan.
Menzoberranzan. Menzoberranzan.
Rand. Esther Ranson. Okay.
City of the Brow.
Menzobor. That's Esther Ranson's daughter. Okay. Menzoberranzan. Okay. Yeah.
Drow nasty.
Is there anything you need help with?
Drow eat us. Yes. Are you adventurous? You strong?
Yes.
Do we look like adventurers?
Incredibly strong adventurers. Flexes. And
I'll do a little
don't know
12.
what's strong. What is strong and not strong.
Okay, to lift to something.
Lift you.
Is that strong?
Pick Sylvia up. Go on. Ooh. Sorry, Sylvia.
Eda clapped out.
Surprise! Thing is coming out and it's going straight between the legs.
We are strong. You want adventurers? We are adventurers. What can we do for you?
The very best, top quality.
Hey, there's things scarier than the Drow down here. There's the Mind Flayer. The Guillotine.
Mine. Yeah, we've met the mind. We met mind flayers before.
No,
Nope.
have not.
I thought that was what we just fought.
Nope.
No, that was Cloaker.
That's cool.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
When you say a mind flayer, can you describe it, please?
Big,
Aye.
scary. They will eat you. They will eat your
All of us?
mind.
Oh, it's okay. The guys, the mind flayer is the thing that.
I'm resistant to psychic damage, so don't worry about that.
Damage. Nothing. Control.
I can't be controlled. Let me find it.
Isn't it just charmed?
Yes, but mind flayers as far as.
I have psychic glamour and severed from dreams, mental discipline.
Okay.
Resistant psychic damage, advantage on ability checks. Oh, that's a different thing. Immune to spells, effects that require you to dream.
It's a dream you're usually safe from, I think.
But I am I have advantage on all ability checks, not that one. Immune to magical spells that require you. Where is it? There we go. Resistance to psychic damage.
It's at half damage.
Well, what
They
use is
have
that?
village deep.
Be quite useful.
And he points down to the left. The tunnel that cuts straight into the wall and just goes off to the left. They down here. Our nest on other side.
The mind flayers are that way. Spider is that way.
We need to get to the spider.
Dark
Sure.
ones are that way.
Dark ones.
You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm saying this loud.
Oh, you're saying it out loud, right?
Yeah,
I thought you were. I thought you were telling him which.
Oh, no. And then I will send him a message saying, "Do you know anything about the dark ones down the third?"
Lots of dark ones down here.
What is a dark one?
It's Drow. They're pretty dark.
Yeah,
Okay,
drow.
the drow are the dark ones. Okay.
There's also the
With-
Duergar. They're pretty dark.
Have we fought drow before?
Drizzt is a drow,
Yeah, you know that Dritz is a Drow. He
Right.
mentioned that.
and Lolth is the queen of the drow.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he says dark ones probably Duergar. Dark dwarves. They're evil. Normally under control of Mind Flayer. But now they are under control by something else.
You say there is things that are scary. What is it?
Don't know name. It speaks loud, scary. Sometimes the Duergar find us, they hunt us and throw us in the pond, in the lake where it resides, outside their city. But
Outside the Mental Boranzen?
No. Menzo Berenson is Drought City.
I'm so confused. I'm so sorry.
Duergar have their own city. Deep in the cave.
Okay. How big is this place?
Underdark. It travels for as far as there is surface land. It is big, huge.
Okay, I would turn to the guy in the height. This place is massive. Huge.
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 Huge. This place is huge. I don't know. We go for north first, and then we come back. This place seems like it's as big as upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I will send a message to the snogging, saying we're going to we will go and sort out LOL, and possibly come back to this junction.
Who love?
The Spider Queen.
Spider lady.
Oh. Okay.
The huge one, not
You
the
can't
little
talk to
one.
her, remember?
Alright. Okay. This is a scary name.
We'll
for
be
a
back
scary
soon.
lady.
Okay. What was it that you wanted us to sort out again?
Oh, if you
The scary
if you
thing.
could spare some time, maybe destroy the mind flayers. That's just all. That's it.
Oh, it's easy, of course.
Just we can't.
I
We,
remember that.
it won't be easy, but
We'll look into it for you.
just be careful because they're also very upset because of the Duergar. They used to control them and now they don't. So
So the Mind Flayers are upset with the Duergar. Duergar are upset with you. You are upset with the Duergar.
no one's
And there is
upset with us. They don't care about us. They just eat us.
They just wanted to eat you. Okay, cool. Why do you taste so good?
It's a bit of an insensitive question, to be honest.
I'm a bit of an insensitive guy.
Have you tried you?
If you tried to eat yourself,
Have you ever eaten yourself? That's what he said. He just asked.
No. Why would I do that? Why would we do that?
That's a bit strange, kid.
Just eat
Well, there's a
bugs.
guy called Marilyn Manson I knew once upon a time.
And we
Marilyn Manson.
we
Not Charles Manson. Marilyn Manson.
we milk the flubs.
The flips. Oh, the floaty cows.
Floaty cows. Is that what they call
Floaty
us?
cows.
Is that what they call them? Floaty cows.
The flubs.
What cows?
I assume so. You're milking them, I assume they are floating. They're cows.
Do you have cows on the surface?
Big cows, yes, bigger than you.
Okay, not there's a lot that's bigger than us. What do they look like? These surface cows?
They are quadrupeds. They have cloven feet. They have teats as big as your head.
They walk around,
Yes.
but they look like flumps. Then flumps float.
But they are cows. They give you milk, yes?
Yeah, I guess.
So they are the same.
No, they're not.
They are similar.
Okay.
Okay. We'll be back later.
All right.
This entire conversation, you just like nothing. It's just me and the guy.
Yeah,
Like, talking
just
about-
staring at each other.
Fucking right,
Guys,
lads.
let's go to Lolth. This guy, he wants help with the mind players and the gnomes and things like this, but nothing about Lolth. He said that the spider is gone that way. Let's
Okay.
go.
Spider.
Say again, Sylvia.
We follow spider.
Okay. And you'll be able to tell with the footprints on the ceiling that it was going in that direction. Yeah. All right. So you come to the central tunnel. It goes down. It's dry. It's dark down here. Luckily, you got your dark vision. And it narrows down to around 30 to 40 feet as you go down this tunnel. Now, how are you venturing down this tunnel? It is going down, by the way. You can feel a definite, like, it's steep.
Stealthily?
Is there water?
No.
Then we're not swimming down it.
Are you sliding down? Are you stealthing down? Are you running down? Are you fucking
Stealth, I'll just
flying
cast
down?
Pass Without a Trace anyway.
I assumed we would just be trundling along at
You
pace that
throwing
is-
gas out your ass and
I'll do Pass Without a Trace on all of this again.
okay.
I only asked because I've got water walking. It would have just been fun.
Okay. Maybe another time, eh?
I hope so. I hope
I tell you,
so.
that brings me a memory. Actually, I remember we had a game once. I can't remember what game it was, but somebody cast water walking on themselves, and almost the entire party died because they had water walking on because they were going across a river and they fell down a waterfall because they still have water walking on. They just went into the water because it's like solid ground. So yeah, oh, that was a good time.
I'll cast
Right.
Pass Without a Trace.
Okay, so you're stealthing through, so make that stealth roll with disadvantage. Sleep says he likes being thrown in lakes. Sound feel
14
like
plus
there's a story
17
there.
plus 10 is 27 for our stealth, please.
27. Okay, so you make your way down stealthily through, and we're going to be going on a break because it's almost quarter past.
Cool.
Everyone get yourselves a hot drink, something to eat, and we will be back soon. Where's my going offline? There it is. Okay. See you in a bit, guys.
Bye.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Watchers. So the Watchers have decided to make their way down the central tunnel where Lolth was last seen to venture down. They are going down kind of a steep incline right now. Sylvia has cast Pass Without Trace. Eminari wanted to swim or water walk, but there's no water here right now. In fact, this is the driest tunnel, so it's probably, yeah, it's weather forecast for water is not good.
Should make them perform it.
Just like swim through the all right, yeah, so you venture down through this you venture down deeper, and you're hit by kind of a frigid cold. There is this mist that's kind of over this level of the Underdark currently. It seems that Lolth has changed her position, whereas she was climbing on the ceiling. She has skittered down and has made her way through this central tunnel. Now, you know the size of her. This would have been a tight squeeze for her through here. She would have had to have crawled. She would have had to have crawled. Yeah, and you carry on. And you carry on without anything noticing you or anything kind of popping out for another hour or two, maybe for a long time at least, and you start to hear whispers down the tunnel.
Do we understand the language of the whispers? Would we?
You know Elvish, right?
I know Elvish, yes.
It's Elven.
Okay. Okay.
They're talking about
No, you knew Elvish.
they're talking about their patrols. They're talking
Okay.
about they just want to get back to see their queen. That one of them is kind of fanboying a little bit because he's seen her. Yeah, but you're not sure precisely where they are because at that moment, dark vision falls.
Right.
I was about to say, do we need to top that up? Well,
Or
I
do
can't
I
see. I don't know about you guys.
I'll get my lantern out.
You can't see it, so completely fine. Let's go.
So you
I'll
get
just keep walking.
You get the lantern out. Did you say?
Yeah, I'll get the lantern out.
Okay. You said it.
I'm assuming we can't do dark vision again.
Unless we do that. Blah, 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 blah.
Just we've got like a really high stealth.
You said you've lit the lantern. So when you light the lantern, you become a beacon of light. This grey green light around you. Can I get a marching order?
Well, I best be at the front with the goddamn lantern, hadn't I?
Well, actually, no. I'd be in front of Eminari because I said I was walking forward. I was walking on.
Okay. So who's third?
Short behind Kate, because my walking speed's slower than everybody else's.
Edak, and then.
Actually, I'm gonna climb on Edak and take a ride so I don't get left foot.
We'll be going for a ride now if we're in fight. I can tell you that.
I'll jump off again.
You better hold on tight.
I think I'll presume if we're moving at a swift-ish pace, I'll just climb on Edak every time. The short was too many problems.
Okay, you guys. As soon as that lantern goes up, you start to hear very fast-moving projectiles moving through in your direction. So, fuck. So first is going to be towards Valorant. That is a 16 to hit Valorant.
That hits.
So a crossbow bolt hits you square in the chest. Can you make a con save, please?
I can. It's really dark in here now.
+4.
+4, +3, 24.
24.
24.
So you take 7 points of piercing damage, and you are not poisoned.
Sweet.
And then,
guys.
And then another one's coming towards you. That's a natural 1. You just hear a
yeah
in the distance somewhere. And then
whatever happened.
Then another one.
Wow. In front of me, to me.
Well done for going in front.
You're at the front, so kind of
I haven't even got
you got the way like think of it like kind of what they're looking at right now. There's this lantern, really bright lantern, and you're just in front of that lantern, so you're like the beacon.
Yeah.
This is the lantern.
Big popcorn.
Yeah, so that is another 16.
Hits, yeah.
Can you make another con save, please?
Yep. I can barely see my dice at the moment.
Go.
+4, so 16.
16, you succeed. You are not poisoned, but you do take 5 points of piercing damage.
Guys, I'm being hit!
And then, well, this is a surprise round right now, so these are all coming at the same time.
Yourself. Trinity.
And then,
Trinity!
And then the final one, that hits with a natural 20.
Fuck.
Can you make another con saving throw, please?
Like a machine gun.
Well, they're not. They're all going at the same time, so it's like, and they're just all coming.
18.
18, you succeed, and you take 8 points of
17
piercing
and
damage.
9 and then 11.
Jeez.
That's 8 points of piercing.
How much damage?
8. 8 points of piercing damage. And
Sweet.
that
I'm back to where I
is
was before I had
initiative
my hand.
as you see, because they rolled really bad stealth. You see off in the distance there are these taller, slender shapes that are in. 2 of them are in. They're in this really fancy-looking studded leather armor. They have shields as well.
Fancy.
And then there's 2 others that are in these chain shirts, but they seem to be the subordinates of the other 2. And you see them ahead of you. So let's get into combat.
Dear Valkyries, please bless me with an excellent siren initiative roll. And you did. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Oh,
7.
no, I got natural 20, but I have a -1 initiative.
I'll use
Nice.
Walter.
So yeah, roll your initiatives, and then we will. Yeah, remember the numbers for me so I can stick it down. Get everybody looking in to see what I'm looking at. Now, because you have this, just to remind you, Eminari, because you have your lantern out, you won't be able to do kind of somatic spells because you've got your weapon in one hand and you've got the lantern in the other, so you won't be able to do like hand wavy spells. So
Unless you got more.
Can't do spells that say S on.
If they got a little S on
put the
them.
lantern on the floor next to my foot?
Huh?
Can I not just put the lantern down while I'm battle?
No, because I just told you you'd have to do that on your turn, which will be an action or a bonus action. It's up to you. But I'm just letting you know now.
Belt.
Okay, so let's go here. And let's get them all in view. Oh, come on, roll 20. Work with me here, bud.
Oh, yeah, roll 20.
Again, roll 20, everybody.
Loading.
Eminari.
Dan, if you're still having problems, have you got an enabled flashes on for it?
Say that again.
That was on the flash was not automatically. You had to go into your settings.
Oh, on roll 20. I think I'm all right now. I've got a new laptop. I've got a Windows laptop for playing on.
Sorry, I just found that out. That sometimes if you need to check it's enabled in the settings, it can help.
God, Flash. Wow.
That was what was holding it back. That's what I found out.
Oh, I haven't switched about. My bad, guys. 1 second.
It's graceful.
There we go. Right. So, did anyone get higher than a 23?
I got a 21.
Nice.
You go first.
Okay, so the Drow Elite Warrior that's in the... I'll get to your initiatives in a second. The Drow Elite Warrior that's in the back is going to take another pot shot. Valoran.
Oh shit, I'm really at the back.
That's why it's not fun being up front.
Ah! It's a natural one! You hear another... Ooh!
Yeah!
In the
Trinity!
Yeah, as he misses. What did you get, Valoran? 21, did you say?
21, yeah.
Anyone else get higher than that?
I got a 19.
19 for Eminari.
No.
19. What did Sylvia get?
10.
10. Cade?
16.
16. And Edak.
This is great. I'm going to write Edak
3.
into that.
3. Okay. Now 21. Yeah, they all roll pretty high over the 1, so this guy goes before you do. Valoran.
They all go before me.
No, 2 of them do. 2 of them do. But he's, again, crossbow out, shooting. That is a 16 to hit.
A what to
A
hit?
16.
16.
Yes, hits.
Con save, please.
Con save.
Don't make me be a cleric, for God's sake.
Am I still in Cade's?
Yes.
Or, yeah, I am.
Yes, yeah.
19, 22.
You make the
Did they go
save,
cleric?
you take 6 points of piercing damage. That's another, you're just peppered with these bolts. And then it's your turn, Valoran.
Do I realize that they're actually trying to do... Do I feel like the poison trying to get in me, or do I just...
You would, yeah, you would. It's a strange poison as well. Yeah, you would feel it kind of penetrate you, and you would just stave off the effects of it. But it's strange. It's almost like it's trying to make you sleep. in some capacity. Like you can feel that the coldness of sleep just come over you when it happens, but you manage to shrug that off. All right, so now it's your turn, Valerie.
Okay, so I would, as I'm running forward, which I will do, to there. Is that blocked? Is this like blocked?
Yeah, that's the side of the wall that's going up. So yeah, that's cover right there. Yeah.
Okay, I would run to there, turn to everybody, and say, "They're trying to make us sleep with these bolts. I'm peppered with them. I don't know. It's really fucking painful, but okay." And then I'll cast Hypnotic Pattern over them.
Okay.
Full hypnotic pattern.
It's my one trick.
Some days it works, some days it gets interrupted.
30
Some days
foot,
it
so 36.
What's the save?
All of them.
Again?
There you go. 17.
Oof.
What is it though?
It's a. Sorry. Wisdom, 17.
Wisdom, right?
Wisdom, disadvantage because of the loot.
They just have a straight roll because they have advantage.
Sweet.
First one rolls a natural 17, so he saves, which is Drowleat red, Drowleat blue. Way. Drowleat blue gets a natural 19. Drow red gets a natural 2.
Yeah, boy.
So he is down.
Celebrations.
Then Drow blue gets a natural 15.
Okay,
which
so
is,
so the two normal ones.
Oh no, he gets a natural 15, and he has no save. So he doesn't make it. He is also.
And so the two front ones don't make it basically.
Yeah.
Do I know from casting it which ones do and don't know what's going on?
Yeah, you would see them just slump.
Okay.
Which ones are affected? Yeah.
Don't hit the ones in the front, okay? Eminari, are you listening?
That's the person you got to worry about.
The ones. Yeah. I'll
Shoot.
drop my second turn to actually get this out of. Don't attack.
I
them.
didn't plan on doing.
Wow.
I have my own plans. Screw you.
And then I'll, if I can. If
I
you
just
let me,
want to
I'll drop
remind
the floor.
everybody, the party, cough, cough, Eminari, that you are in a party. This is a
Don't
D&D
hit
team
them.
game. Okay?
You don't
I'm
want
intended on hitting the ones he fucking
I am getting
Short memory, Eminari. Short memory.
I'm getting my dad voice on. So Drow. Wait, Eminari, what's your dex? It's 9. This guy has 14. He goes before you do, but he's restrained. No, what is it? Incapacitated, right? We've
Yeah, he's literally stuck. I don't think he can move or do anything.
So he can't do anything.
Say,
Incapacitated.
can they
Charmed
attack?
Incapacitated.
Yeah.
Charmed has a speed of 0. Can't move. Can't do an action. Can't.
Can't.
But it's a Valley Girl. He can't
Can't.
even.
Right, Eminari. Short
There you go.
Oh my god! I can't
Thank
even.
you. I am going to, for a bonus action, put the goddamn lantern down. And then, for my action, I would like to attempt a 5th level banishment on both the
On
back
Valerian.
warriors. I'm fucking Valerian. On both the back
elites.
warriors.
Aye.
What's the distance?
60 feet, and I am 60 feet away. Exactly.
On the back ones?
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've already checked. Fucking hell! I have
to
this
check.
much competence.
We have to
Jesus.
check.
No, it's just about looks longer
Hey.
than that. That's what we're asking.
You didn't see me drawing an arrow, Eminari. I trusted you.
Seriously hate you guys. They both need to do a.
We have to
Charisma
ask
saving.
Emma because it's literally a game about rules, so we have to
Yeah.
ask.
The reason I didn't question it is because I've already counted Cade's movement up there, Edak's movement up there, so I know how far she got.
What would so elves? What would you say? Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with it. So it's a 15 charisma.
For both of them, please.
15 car. Cha cha cha.
And his ban. Oh God, I need to because they have like things that they. It's not any kind of. I live for the day when D&D Beyond puts tags on spells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this will just be a straight roll for them. Red gets a 18, and blue gets a natural 7, which is an 8. So he is gone for a minute. You have the concentration up.
A whole minute.
He's gone to like his own. If he hasn't got his own plane of existence to go to, he goes to his own little pocket dimension. So he has. In this sense, the pocket dimension is my DM layer. So
He's basically gone where he can attack none of us for a period of time.
He's fucked off. So Ebenari casts banishment on these two. The Drow Elite just dodges out the way of the spell effect, and the Drow Elite, Drow Elite Red, and the Drow Elite Blue is just pops and snaps and just melds into a dimension door and disappears into his own dimension for a minute.
The dimension.
As long as that concentration is kept up. That's your turn, Ebenari. Do you want to move?
Concentrate.
No, I don't need to move.
Okay.
Unless Cade would like me to shift out of his way a minute, but no.
I'll barge through, don't worry about
Okay.
Fair.
Cade! It's your turn.
that. Is it me?
Yeah.
Can I charge up on Edak and use his turn's movement?
Sylvia is currently on Edak.
I'm very small.
You got off, didn't you?
Yeah, she did.
Did
I
you?
didn't say I got off.
No,
but
I
I
didn't
can
hear
be
that.
off.
Sure you did.
I thought
Yeah.
you said I'm going to get off because I said you will do it. You would have done in a minute if we start fighting.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't say I would, but if you want me off, I'll said yeah.
No, it's fine. If you're on there, you're on there. I honestly thought you said you
I
got
jumped
off.
off. Say I jumped off, so I'm beside him.
Okay.
You sure?
I'm gonna.
I don't-
Well, I'm gonna be a dick because that's what I am. That would be half your movement to get off. Okay, so
Fine.
you would have
Oh,
15 feet left, which is
You
going.
could stay on there if you want. You're only small. We could both ride up if you want.
I don't think we have both of us on. I'll say I
Why
got
not?
off because
I
would
used to
know you
ride
want to-
Edak
No,
before
I
he
know
was a
you
giant
want to ride
ape.
him to battle, so I won't be rude about it. Anytime we get to battle, I'll have jumped off, or if I haven't said it at the start, I'll lose half my movement speed. There we go.
Yo.
It's only fair. It's your mind. I was only using it so I can keep up.
I'm not kicking you off. I thought you'd said you got off.
I'm off.
I genuinely did think that too.
Because I had said no, I was going to ride him into battle, but I'm fine to have jumped off.
That's what I heard.
Oh, did you say that afterwards then? I must have not been listening. I was just
All right,
screaming
it's your.
No, tell you what. Reverse. You on there. You can take it.
I'll jump off.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I've taken the half movement, so you're okay.
Well, I've gone now, so it's up to you what you do
it
from
was your
this
turn
point.
next anyway, Sylvia.
So
I'll
stay
still
on
go
him.
with it.
Stay on him. You can take him up. I'll use his movement for that.
Sure.
Yes, sure. But that's my 30.
We'll work it out better next time.
In fact, I'll do it there to 30 for there, and I'll. Oh shit! I ain't got any javelins, have I? Forgot about that. I haven't got any anymore. So that is my turn, I think.
Okay. Sylvia.
Let's ride Edak into battle.
Okay.
He's
In the
got 4.
battle. She went
He's got-
Valley Girl there.
Oh my
Let's
God.
go.
Totally going in here.
Fuck you, Drow.
So he's got 40 movement. So, right, 15,
Yeah, that'd be nice.
30. 35, 40, came up there. And then I would normally, if I did it, I would then jump off and use the rest of my movement to get where I'm going.
I think I'm quite happy there, but I'll jump off in case you need him. I think I'm happy. Let me just check with the arrow. In case you need him, I've got him dropped off for you.
That's all right.
And then, from there, we're going to pump out a higher level spell, and we are going to cast Light on the Drow at the back.
You're gonna... Sorry, what? You're gonna cast what?
Light.
Light. Okay.
B-L-I-G-H-T.
I thought you said light. I was like, light? That's a cantrip.
I'm gonna blight him.
I'm gonna light him to death. Okay.
I mean, do these guys not like light?
What level?
I'm at level 4.
So at the level, okay, and it is a con 15.
Yep.
Where's my d20? He rolls a 17.
17, so he's going to take half damage.
Okay.
17 so far. Hang on. 28, 36, 38. So that's 19 points of necrotic damage.
19 points of
Ooh,
necrotic
nice.
damage. Yeah, he is... I mean, you know, they're elves. They look fucking great. They look fabulous. But, yeah, as you do that damage, a part of his life force is taken from him.
A bonus action. I want to be a cave bear again, please.
Okay, cave bear.
Cave
Wait.
bear time.
Why isn't it?
I was away. What happened to the other? What happened to the? Blue?
I banished him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
cool.
gone. He's banished to the GM realm.
I've just been dying to cast Blight on something for a while.
So Sylvia turns into a cave bear.
Okay, it's
Can,
getting
can I do like a
darker and
fist bump
darker.
with Edak? Can I do like a paw bump with Edak?
Is that your turn, Sylvia?
Yes. We're
All right.
finishing with a paw bump with Edak.
Okay. Finish. All right. Would have been Drow B's turn, but now it is Edak's turn.
Edak, and from here he can do a rock attack. So throw a rock at him. Assuming he could just rip something off the wall and throw it straight there. And that is a +7. So, which is a 12. He's got bozzy eyes.
12.
12 to hit.
What's he? Is he throwing a rock? Did you say?
Throwing a rock, yeah.
Yeah. 12 does not hit. Yeah.
And I think it's only one attack on that, so yeah, it's done.
Okay.
My dice for Edax aren't rolling very well at all. Okay, I'll stick to them. One more round. Alright, that's him done, by the way.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out my next turn.
You have no turn.
I have 4. Well, essentially 1, but right.
I just want to get to the end of this fight before the other one comes back, so I can just hold my sword there while we have a conversation, and then when it comes back into existence.
So that's the end of round 1. We're in round 2 now. And it's Drow Elite Warrior Red's turn. What is that? Let's do. Can I? 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Where's the grid? There it is. Bam. He is gonna cast Darkness on everyone other than Eminari.
No.
And with his action, and then with his bonus action.
Can Eminari see through that or not?
No, that is.
I don't know how it works. Really.
Yeah, it's a sphere, so it's taken up a 15-foot radius sphere, so it's taken up that section, so you won't be able to see.
I'm just at the back going.
This is like this is just like dark black. This is dark.
From Eminari's point of view, it's just like a black sphere that's just like boom.
Yeah. Now, I have some homebrew rules when it comes to darkness. When darkness strikes, on your turns, you will roll a d6. On evens, you find your way out if you try to get out. On odds, you do not find your way out. You know where your last target was. You will, whoever you knew was there, you will know they were there, but you would have disadvantage on all your attacks if you were to throw anything or cast anything or anything. Same with Eminari, same with you. You know where they were last, right? So your attacks would be at disadvantage.
Yep.
Right. So
Can I ask what level that was cast at? I'll do it on my turn. Sorry, go on.
It is an innate spell casting that he can do. Well, what was it for?
I have daylight.
Okay.
I was planning ahead, but it's not my turn, so
Alright,
I
okay.
don't want to
Okay, just in case it was a reaction or something.
Right.
Yeah, so that's his turn. You guys, none of you can technically see this guy right now, so I'm gonna hide him into the Shadow Realm. But you know that those drow were restrained, so you know that they were there.
Yeah, they still are as well, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. So next up, it would have been Elite Warrior Blue, but he's in another Shadow Realm, so we've got Valorant.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
What can I even do?
Roll your dice and get an even number.
Try and get out of. Try and leave. Try and leave the
Okay, roll d6.
circle.
Evens, you get out.
2.
You get out. You will have to find the quickest way to get out. So it will be
which will be
your right.
straight down.
Yeah. To your
We
right.
could use that. We could really use a lamp.
I'd make my when you're stood outside the sphere, it's just black, but you can see where it's like an end. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There is a prominent sphere there. Yeah.
That's like
10,
an actual dome.
15,
Yeah.
20, 25, 30. What, 30? Is that my movement speed? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah, 30. That's literally all I'd do.
Okay. It would have been Drow Reds, but he is incapacitated. So Eminari, it's your turn.
I'm going to mind link with Valorant and ask him if he needs any healing, because I feel a bit like I don't really want to walk into that yet, to be fair. So
I'm okay.
You're okay.
I'm not okay. No, I'm not okay. I'm half health.
I'll just currently throw Valorant a heal at just at 3rd level.
I'm okay.
It's fine. It's cool. It's only a 3rd level spell. 16 points of healing.
Well, thank you.
And then for my bonus action, I think what I'm going to do is go and stand next to Valorant, pick up my lamp and stand next to Valorant right on the edge of the circle, see if my lamp helps shine.
Good point, actually.
If she holds it inside the.
That's what I'm going to kind of do. Kind of hold it in front of me, stand next to Valorant. So I don't want to go into it, but stand beside him and kind of thrust my arm out with my lamp.
Okay, so
take my light, demon.
Yeah, so you pick up the lamp, lantern, and you stick it inside. Or you'd have to move your character. It's where you want to go.
Yes, yeah. Oh, I need to do that. That.
Yeah, you put your lantern inside, nothing happens. This is magical darkness, and this lantern doesn't reveal magical darkness, just darkness in general.
It's
so-
a magic lantern.
It's a magic lantern, but
Right.
it doesn't. It would specifically say like there is a lot of items in the game and features that will say this will override magical darkness.
I'll just shout, guys, I'm sorry, I tried.
Yeah.
Wilson, I'm sorry.
This reminds me of like really early. Jan, do you remember that one where I was trying to do everything against the darkness and didn't have a high enough level spell and was going crazy?
Yeah, darkness is it's an underused spell, but it's fun.
It's annoying.
Cade.
I'm gonna be in there for about 3 rounds, I think. Well, first I'm gonna 857. Eminari healed. Keep that one quiet.
57. And then already healed. Sail away.
I clericked.
Wow, another day of clericing.
And yeah, attempt to get out. Ay, ay, ay! 10.
Hey.
Wait, did you roll d6?
Oh my
D6,
god, wait,
D12,
D6.
D20.
Jesus.
It's still.
I rolled
You rolled
about
the
3.
D.
Hey! 5.
You did not find your way out.
You rolled an even. Oh.
I don't care. You roll a d6. I said it right at the beginning.
D6, I know, I forgot.
So yeah, you just kind of wander around a bit. I like to roll where directions people are gonna go into. So, 1, 2, 3. So you like kind of 1, 2, 3. You just wander over there. And you're like, huh? I can't see anything.
Nice. Is that the action used to do that?
No. To do the trying to find your way out is a free action. You're just trying to find your way out.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm not going to waste a spell slot because I don't think I'll be that low. I can't just stand ready then. I'll just ready my action just in case
okay.
to attack.
What would trigger the attack?
If I could suddenly see some arseholes stood next to me, not friendly.
If you could see unfriendly assholes. Okay.
Yes. Not specifically arseholes, but you know,
Unfriendly
parts of
ones. Okay. Sylvia.
I would like to. Well, am I totally in the darkness or
Yes.
not?
You are. Yeah.
Then I will try and get darkness.
Okay.
X.
You roll 6. Say.
Yep.
Yeah. So you make your way out. You have to find the closest way out. So it will be. Oh. I
Step
can't-
forward, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah, step forward or to the. Oh, yeah, there's a rock there, so it would definitely be stepping forward.
All right. Besides the two, I've got the hypnotic pattern on them. Can I see anything?
It's coming its bag. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You'll be able to see this guy pop up again as you come out. Oh, no. You can type it if you want. I'm gonna have to get Lauren a new mic.
I think
Needs to
it's
tell.
connection.
Needs to tell a flatmate
I think
stop
it's
watching Netflix while she's playing D&D. That's what we need to be doing. She can tell us off when she comes back on.
Yeah, you can type it, Lauren.
She's muted. How's she still making noise?
It's true. I have no idea.
Because it's trying to catch up, probably.
Oh, from Sylvia. Move me to the guy that appeared.
Okay. Alright, so that's 5, 10. Oh, wrong one. 5, 10, 20, 25.
Oh, I've screwed my views up now.
Oh, everybody can't actually see. Let's move that up a bit. There we go. Oh god. Oh, 20! Hey! Multi-attack. I bite it. Okay. Go ahead.
You'll never know.
21 to hit. Yeah, that hits.
Well, welcome to D&D by Zork. Want to go north? The cave.
9 piercing damage. Okay. Yep, they don't have any kind of resistances, so that is 9.
Playing the old text dungeon game, isn't she?
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's like a little adventure, adventure book.
And she's gonna claw it.
Then I claw it. Okay.
Lots of exclamations. It's going to be big.
Huge. 19 to hit. So yeah, your claw comes over, and he just uses his shield to bat away your paw with a parry. Thank you, Mr. Hearthstone, for that follow. Appreciate it.
Go on. Hey.
So yeah, so he parries away your claw, and that's the end of your turn, right? Not if yes. If the cross arms are enough, I think.
It parried a 19.
Yes, it did.
Holy shit! God, parry. I assume that's a reaction then.
Yes. So next it would have been Drow Blue, but he's still incapacitated. Edak.
Drow Blue sounds like a band.
Drow Blue.
Sounds like an alcohol.
It does. Sounds like alcohol they would sell in Merobaranzan.
I'd buy that for $1.
Menzo Branson.
Fucking 3. I told you I'm going to be stuck in this battle thing for the next 3 rounds.
Let's go. Let's roll. Okay, he moves 1. Oh, Edak, Cade and Edak, they just bump into each other during the. You say to him, "You found your way out, mate." No, you know that's gorilla for. Fuck
Give
no.
us a pull.
So that's round 3. It's round 3 now. Round 2 is over. Drow Elite Red is very happy with himself, and he's going to next. He's going to. Yeah, he's just going to do 2 cross/sword attacks with his short sword, which needs to be dripping with something, against the bear. That is 19 to hit. Yep. And I'll just do the second attack. That is an actual 1.
Nice.
He does 1 point
Skewered.
of damage to himself.
1.
And the other attack is gonna be so that is 8 points of piercing damage and 7 points of poison damage. The look on Lauren's face. Love it. Live for it. Okay, it would have been
Slowly going.
Drow Elite Warrior Blue is in the Far Realm, so Valorant, you are next.
Richard's an anonymous witness.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
I'll just maximize a white window on my laptop. Knowing the curvature of this darkness, if I sprinted straight through it, would you allow me to know that that's the direction I need to
Run
go?
forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at the like knowing where it just going.
Do you know what? No, because it's like because it's like darkness. It's like complete darkness, so you could lose your way.
Okay. If I go round the edge, like, can I go into that space without going into it? You know?
Yeah. You could squeeze around that.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'll just
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, the Drow Elite Warrior.
Okay.
I can't see anything. It's so dark in here. The first one is a 21 to hit.
21 hits. Yeah.
Okay, and the second one is a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And the damage is 14 points of force.
Yeah.
And 11 points of force.
14 and 11, so 25.
So 25 points of force damage.
Bam. Okay, he's looking pretty bad now. Badly injured. After those 2 bolts of force thrown at him. Is that your turn, Valorant?
Yes.
Drow Red is still patterned. Eminari, you're up next.
I'm gonna do the same kind of thing as Valorant and move around.
Squeeze around.
Yeah, squeeze around. Just gonna follow him.
You'd only be able to go there.
Yeah, there.
You'd have to go around it. Yeah.
So
There.
5,
20.
10, 15,
5,
20,
10.
25, 30. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
If she was like next to me, it'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I want to lob a 4th level guiding bolt.
He's going to have a little bit AC.
Guiding
A
bolt.
little bit extra
What?
AC. You got a rock right there, look.
Yeah, there's a massive rock in front of you.
How big is it?
Bollocks.
It's about 3 or 4
It just means you got to roll higher, that's all. You need to hit
Uh.
a higher number.
Okay, fine. So I'm gonna just go for blue drow.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm rolling.
In the dark now, yeah.
I'm rolling a 26. A 19 plus 7.
26?
It
Yeah.
does make 26, actually, just as a random fact.
That hits.
Yeah! Right, so, fucking hell, I've never been so successful in a week.
All in one night.
Yeah, in a week, let's be honest. So, what did we say? Level 4 is 7d6. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Whoa.
I have so many dice. Sorry, guys. 5, 6, 7 is 7d6.
It's even darker now.
6, 12, 22.
I am Valerian from the dark.
So that's 30 points of radiant damage.
30?
Yeah, 3-0.
Twice his health.
Elf. Twice his elf.
Whee!
Yeah, he is just this small guiding bolt light is just sent from Eminari's fingers and just pierces straight through this drow's chest, and he falls dead without
Excellent.
being able to do fuck all.
She's on the ball. She's killing shit and
That
healing
mean
shit.
the darkness drops, or
No, it was the Drow Elite that did that.
Who?
It was the Drow Elite who did that.
The red
The red
elite.
one.
Oh, sorry, I thought that's who you'd gone for. My map were
I haven't been able
red-
to use
It
these two
says-
Drow in
She's
forever.
attacking the ones that I've
that have
made
out of
stop.
action.
It's okay, yeah.
I killed him dead. I didn't do anything.
As long as you
bad.
kill him outright, that's fine.
All right,
I-
Cade, you're up next.
Oh. Fucking life. Oh, D6. Woo! 2.
Hey, final solo way out. So you would have to make your way down here. Oh,
Jeez.
down here.
What was that? 5 movement or 10?
That was 10.
That's a long way round. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Woo! Oh, I went to grabbing it. Oh, he's still.
Woohoo!
20. Hello?
Hi.
Hiya.
Hiya! You're right.
15, 20, 30. Oh, it's no. Well, no, can't do it. Done.
Okay, cool. Sylvia. I'm guessing you're going for some growlies. Hit it.
Hit it.
Hit it.
Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hard.
$12 will not hit with the
12 will-
bite. No, that will not hit. So that he just dodges out the way as this giant cave bear tries to strike him. Claw next. Okay. 17. 17 just misses. Yeah, it just misses. And he just at the last moment he dodges out the way again, just hitting air. Is that your turn, Sylvia? Yeah. Now would have been Drow B's turn, but he's dead.
Yeah, he is.
Mother.
Eat deck.
That's going to roll an E1.
He rolled a 1.
Yeah.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're never getting out of the darkness.
Alright, that's the end of round 3, round 4. It's now still Drow Elite Warriors Red's turn.
I'm hiding behind the rock. Ha
It's gonna be spicy.
It is, because I can't use any more concentration spells to manipulate him, so it's got full frontal assault.
Now he's going, seeing that this cave bear is no match for him, he's going to throw some bolts at Eminari.
There's a big rock there, you know, AC.
She gets it, yeah.
Oh, so there's a rock that suddenly forgot about the rock. It's not there anymore.
Convenient.
I don't think it's
twist.
Does a 17 hit you? No.
Can't touch this.
Speaking in that,
does a 19 hit?
Yeah,
Zinger.
19. Can you make a con save, please?
No, I don't want that dice. I've used that one. Does a 22 pass?
22 does pass. You take 8 points of piercing damage. Could you roll a concentration check now?
Stop making me do checks!
Oh, I'm sorry. You're playing D&D? I'm sorry. We could just, not play D&D. It's like...
Roll the dice 3 times, right?
3 times.
No,
No.
just the once.
18.
18. You succeed on the concentration check. You still have banishment up.
How many points did you say? 8 points.
8. Yes, piercing.
Fine.
That's his turn, though. Because he can't really do much else. Doesn't really have a lot of bonus action stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's his turn. Blue is in Fire Realm, Valoran.
Pew pew, elite warrior.
Rattle.
Elite warrior, red. Pew pew. Oh my god, yeah, these might miss. First one's an 18.
18 does not hit. He parries it away with his shield.
The
Ew.
second one is 19.
Oh, sorry. No, he cannot do it against Eldritch Blast.
So yeah, 18, 19.
They both hit. Yeah.
Nice.
18 is
Sweet.
his AC.
First one is a 11. Second one is a 9. So 20. Awesome.
11. Ooh, that's not how you do math. 9. Okay. Ooh, he's near death now. He's getting there. Is that your turn, Valorin?
Yes.
All right, Red is still not with us. Eminari, it's your turn.
So I'm going to creep around the rock
Okay.
because I don't want to have to be rolling extra. And I am once again going to do a 4th level guiding bolt on Mr. Elite Warrior.
Okay. A 4th level, yeah.
So, a 4th level.
Okay.
So that's once. Well, let's see.
Basically, a nuclear warhead at this point.
50.
Just
Does a
arms.
22 hit?
Just arms. Yes, it does. A 22 does hit. Just arms and legs flying everywhere.
No.
It's a little bit more elegant with the guiding bolt.
I don't do elegant
Okay, do you want to describe how you do it then?
like this. Get it, you bitch!
Get over here when I'm throwing a bolt.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I've lost a dice to the cleavage. I'm not even foraging for that on camera. Let's carry on.
Joking, have that later.
Delete the VOD. And ban on Twitch.
Well,
She said the word cleavage.
18.
I can't be here anymore.
20, 25.
So we'll see
Another
face-
30 points of radiant damage.
30.
Yeah.
27 of those are unused.
Yeah, he had 7 HP. He's dead.
Oh, I didn't realise that. Otherwise, I'd have done 11.
Well, I said he's near death.
I just
He had
wanted
a
to
whole
guarantee the
HP
death,
bar,
you know.
everything. This is why
Overkill.
this is why I say the things I do, so you have an idea of where they are.
It's all good. Eminari likes overkill. She feels quite strong by this overkill.
It's just a bloody mess. It's like a true blood
The
vampire.
thing is, it's not even
explode.
bloody because it's a guiding bolt, which is like radiant
Yeah.
damage, so it just pierces through them.
Oh, it just
and-
burns through.
Yeah.
And for the boys, I got the dice.
he just falls down dead. Cade, it's your turn.
Ooh, we're going on a journey.
We're gonna fight some bears.
25, 30.
What can
Oh,
you
hey
see?
guys.
Oh, hey guys.
So it's just that one guy over there, is it? I'll use my. I may as well sprint. I should have sprinted last round. I didn't think till afterwards. So 5, 10, 25, 30. Yes, I got to there. I'm done.
Yes. Okay. Sylvia. Still bad. You're still underneath the Atlantic.
Yeah.
5G, man. Jeez.
Release the Kraken.
I bite it.
See, it just looks weird, James shouting random things out when I've got the chat closed in between turns.
18. Oh wait, who are you attacking? You attacking
Yeah,
Red?
he's dead.
You would have to move to him. So you walk over to him. 5, 10. 18. I believe it does hit these guys.
What are you doing?
Less armored.
There's only him left
There's the blue one. He's gonna come back in like 42
in about 40 seconds.
seconds.
It hits. Yeah, these guys don't have the parry.
He's still asleep, in theory.
12 piercing
Yeah,
damage.
this point.
Completely like.
He can't parry it when it's already hit him, though.
Sorry, did you? Yeah, you bit it. So you come down and
Alright.
bite it into the corner of its neck and just rip out this dark, graying flesh. It's not looking good. He's looking really badly injured now.
Wakes
After
up with a chunk missing out of his neck.
He's losing blood.
Huh?
Oh. Yeah, he breaks.
Now I
out
want
the
to
thing.
claw it. Okay.
Why, wouldn't you?
Ooh, 9 for claws. Okay, that doesn't hit, unfortunately. He just, even though he's got his hand on his neck, he's like dodges out of the way. Okay, Edak is next.
Whee.
Hey.
Brum, brum, brum. Going up 4.
Okay, yeah, he makes his way out. Way! Congratulations to Edak. He can also climb. So that's 5, 10.
15, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 4. Oh god, stay there.
Okay.
And
If it comes to my turn,
nothing-
I just Eldritch Blast twice. It's 2d20 d10 plus damage,
Okay.
plus 5.
Yeah, I got your couch. Yeah. That's cool.
And that is his turn, because
Okay.
there's a lot can go wrong.
That is
between here
the, that is the end of round 4. It's round 5 now. Red is dead.
Is that round 4 or 3?
That was round 4. We're on round 5 now.
Wow.
So you're still in the far realm, Valorant. So Valorant's just gonna shoot a couple.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Hi.
No, I've changed my
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, 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 yeah.
No, I'm not changing my mind. I'm just.
No, Lauren.
What?
Lauren's
Better
gone.
roll it.
Damn it.
Yeah.
2d20. One of them's a 19. One of them's a 16.
Both hit.
Sweet.
Blub, blub.
Sweet.
11.
He's dead.
7.
He's
They just like.
He's dead.
I'll drop the hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
The concentration.
Now, Eminari, what do you want to do with the guy that's in?
If I move to where I banished him from, he couldn't return from banishment.
Say again.
Or
If the spot that he occupied was occupied when he's banished, he can't return.
Is that right?
Yep.
Bunch of time is to replay one.
so put one of the bodies where he
Which
pile the
one?
bodies up where he's gone. Is he breathing there, or is it like?
Target is
The
It
guy's
says
gone.
here that
Not there.
target reappears in the space it left or in the nearest unoccupied space if that space is occupied. If the target
Not
is
on
in a
mine.
different plane of
Right.
existence than the one you're on, the target is banished.
Wait 2 seconds.
Then to its home plane. Space of interest.
Oh, it does. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. I've read it wrong.
Yeah, so it
The
would just
target
it would just
reappears
appear
in the space
it would just appear next
or
to
in the
you.
nose. Otherwise, the target doesn't return. What does that mean then?
That's if the target is near to of the target banished with the pain point returning to its home. If the target spells within the target reappears in space. Thank you for the host, Frontier. If the spell ends before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in the space it left or in the nearest unoccupied space if that space is occupied. Otherwise, the target doesn't return. So you can keep casting.
And keep it on until it runs out and then it's gone.
If you cast Banishment again,
Yeah.
it won't return. I think that's what that means.
But he's got to surely roll charisma.
It would just.
Because I've got space to cast it once
Oh
more.
my god, I can't hear anything again. I hate
I don't
this.
think-
It would
I don't
only
think-
get him back.
I don't think she'll waste the
Another
slots.
bit.
Give when he comes.
Okay, I'm back. Did you hear me?
Good idea.
Don't worry.
Did you hear me?
With what?
Like you would have to cast Banishment again. So for him to
Yeah, to
permanently
seal that one off,
be gone,
basically.
Well, I'm not. Well, let him return. We'll all just batter him.
Okay.
And shall we all get into
All
position
right.
then?
So yeah, if you want to put yourselves in the positions because you've got about.
Maybe we can interview
12.
Well, yeah, it might.
Well,
You've got
with all the corpses.
You've got like
Let's just
35 seconds before he returns. So
So whereabouts was he? There?
He was there, yeah, like adjacent to the other colour guy.
Boom. Boom. I don't know what's above. I can't move the mouse.
I'm gonna
Just say that.
remove. Oh, boy. Hang on, I'm just moving you, Sylvia. Just 1 second.
I don't know whose turn are we on.
It doesn't matter right now because we're moving wherever you want to leave.
Yeah.
Also,
Well, it could be.
we'll be gone now. Okay, this is where we're gonna be. Okay, so he pops back in to existence, or into this material plane. So where did we stop at? It was
Eminari.
it's Eminari. So it's Cade's turn.
Oh, Valorant.
I didn't have a turn.
Valorant.
I didn't have a turn.
Oh, it's Valorant. Okay.
I did have a turn. Did I have a turn?
Yes. Yeah, he killed the
Yeah,
red
because
guy.
Valorant did his pops. Yeah, with his force. Which meant he loses his turn. So Eminari.
Well,
We'll go for a triple whammy guiding bolt then, I think, unless our bear friend needs any help. Could I mind link the bear friend? Okay. The bear.
I mean, you can see the health in that.
wait. You wanted to, in the seconds. Sorry, I'm going to wait. But in the seconds before this, you want to talk to this person or kill him?
Oh, I was going to attack him.
Okay, let's kill him. That's fine.
Wear him down. Yeah.
Fine. Okay, so last guiding bolt.
We have these discussions, Richard. It's up to the group to listen into.
Sorry, I'm choosing a dice. I want to go for this
She
one.
wants to kill people. I understand.
She is bloodthirsty. Does a 22 hit?
22 hits. Yeah, it definitely hits. I just realized Stockley the Smile should have been here.
Yeah, he's outside.
Okay.
I didn't want him to come in.
Okay.
He's having a look at mushrooms.
Who should have been here?
Stockley.
Stockley.
The skeleton.
All right.
My skeleton.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, he's just outside at the minute. He's talking to the slow guy.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Mooch.
It's this really disgusting smell. You can smell. The window's open.
That one would be 29 points of radiant damage.
29 points of radiant damage. Boom.
Bye-bye.
He hasn't been touched, so but he goes down to almost injured status after that attack. Okay. Cade, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to. Try and grapple him so that we can talk to him before Eminora gets another turn.
Grr, grr. It's like a wild cleric.
Quick, you've got 6 seconds to tell us what you know.
All right, so it's like good.
Well, let her loose.
Bad cop, good party. Okay, so it's a strength check. It's just a strength contest, yeah.
Oof.
I'm pretty sure you've got more strength than they do. Yeah.
Well, is it plus my strength mod then?
Just your strength mod, yeah.
14.
2.
Oh, cool.
So he's grappled. What would be the grapple? I'll just say that's grappled. The net.
And with my bonus action, can I just start there say like, "Do you speak common?" Mind you, we've heard him talk. Oh, was that in Elvish?
Elvish.
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 Yeah, Eminari.
Yeah, I'll ask you then. Do you speak common? And then that's my turn.
Does anyone else speak Elvish? Over
Yeah,
two
we've
of
got
them?
a couple.
Valorant.
Everybody.
Well, I want to listen in as well. So, do you speak common? We heard them talking, but only these two knew what they were saying.
Yeah, I think Cade and Sylvia don't know how to speak Elvish.
No.
It's just Eminari and Valorant. Okay.
Put me a dragon in front of me, I'll be all right.
Callum's just asked, are we aware there is a Zoom chat box on the stream? I don't know if it's.
Oh,
It's
right, I
for,
forgot to minimize it.
for Sylvia. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Because we've got this. Sylvia's having some mic problems right now and net problems, so we're doing it through text adventure.
That mic is a
Zor.
wank. Damn it, Michael.
Or Dizzy. Oh,
Okay, yeah, so he's speaking Elvish. He spoke Elvish before, but he just replies to you like in a really spiteful tone, and you guys would recognize him saying he would never speak the language of the Forsaken.
I'll just smile, knowing what he's going to get. Even though I didn't understand it, the fact that he spoke Elvish, disrespectful enough.
That's enough, yes.
Like,
Okay.
That's...
Sylvia, it's your turn. Alright. So you're going to see the chat again, guys. Just bear with us. Bear with us. Yes.
Whee!
I did it.
It's
I
like
did it.
D&D drift for D&D. I would like to bite. What can you advise?
I tried to intimidate him so Valorant can try to get info out of him. Okay, so you're just going to roar in his face, that kind of thing. Yeah. Alright, so make an intimidation check.
I mean, Kate catches that breath.
Roll it with strength, because you're kind of using your bareness.
Bareness.
Rearing up. Simple bare necessities.
What'd you get? 19? Okay. Right, okay, so you just roar, like, within centimeters of his face. You just roar, like, spittle just goes over. He just looks disgusted, but also terrified. Alright, Edak. The torture begins.
He looks scared enough as it is. I don't know what to do. Finally gets a turn. I don't know what to do.
Let me at him.
Okay, shall we try and scare the shit, literally make him shit himself? Edak will also try and intimidate him so that he talks to one of the guys.
How are you intimidating?
Well, exactly the same way. He's just going to rear up, bang his chest, and roar at him.
Okay. Strength. He'd basically be using his athletics to do his intimidation check.
Yeah. X-rays, Edak. And he heals. Athletics. Oh, it just rolled off. Plus a 17.
17 total.
Yeah.
Well, the DC was pretty low anyway because he's already shit scared. So, yeah, he's just getting it from all sides right now. He has a dragonborn who's got him grappled. He's got a bear that's yelling in his face, and a gorilla, a huge gorilla. Okay, so
a cleric that's wiped out over 50% of his party. Come on.
Oh, yeah, it was just the cleric that did that.
Is that what you sat there this whole time thinking to yourself?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you're in round 6 now. Technically, it's his turn now.
Aww.
And
cast darkness on everybody. Whoa, fuck.
We're too spread out.
I was thinking about it. I think seeing what kind of a situation he's in now, he's gonna give up.
Oh, we could have just squished him easily at this point, I think.
Yeah, he just goes limp, in this like really ornate studded leather armor that he's got on, and he just says in Elvish, what he says he will say to you, Eminari, and Eminari and Valorant, you'll be able to tell. He says, "What do you want to do with me?"
Guys, what do we want to do with him? You know my answer, so I'm going to let you all pitch in.
What do you know of Lolth in Elvish?
Okay, his head rises. He's got there's a lot of pride in the eyes, dark grey eyes that he's got. He has white hair. It's kind of white ash hair. Skin again is a kind of a lightish grey black, mottled, and he is going to say, "Loth is our mother. She is the Redeemer."
I'm saying this in Elvish, right?
Mm-hmm. But he can't. He literally can't speak common. So, yeah.
I'll make my way up to him.
She is the weaver of destiny.
I'll make my way up to him then.
Hello.
Yeah, ship's gonna explode.
Everybody's dead, Dave. Minari, you speak Elvish as well, yes?
Of course I do.
You say that in
Talk to
Elvish.
this guy. I have had enough of him.
Okay.
And I'll walk off.
I am just gonna, for effect, I am going to speak to him telepathically and say, "Tell us where Lolth is" in Elvish.
Okay. He's going to laugh back.
And then
say, you don't know where Lolth is. She knew you were coming. You know exactly
Guys,
where Lolth is.
do you want to say anything to this guy? Because I legit just want his throat tearing out.
What did he say?
He's laughing at us. He's mocking us. He's not being helpful or forthright.
You invaded us. Not the other way around.
Saying this in common or in...
Nope.
No, he's saying this to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, seriously, I'm not paying him any heed. So if there's anything you want for me to communicate to him, say it now.
Good luck against the Dark
Well-
Mother. You won't stand a chance.
We don't know.
Well-
What is he saying?
She had faith in the likes of you, so she's obviously very misplaced in where she puts her fucking abilities. So I'm just gonna be really pissy with him.
Yeah, he's just going to smile at you and just stare at you.
Step back.
Yeah, step back, because she can't be all that if she thinks that you're worth a thing. You're about to get your throat ripped out by the bear, and I'm
Sounds
gonna.
about
I'm
as
just
savage as I would expect a surface dweller to be.
surface dweller. Yeah, the bear would like to communicate me. I think I'm just gonna see if Sylvia would like to communicate anything to me.
It sounded like the most haunted. Wait, I can feel her. Is there a bear trying to talk to
Is
me?
there a bear? Mary loves dick.
There's a bear.
Mary loves dick.
There's a bear begins with S, ends with Ilvia.
What? Yeah, I'm gonna ask him what Lolth's goals are. The bear would like to know. What is Lolth doing? What is her goal?
He's silent. He will no longer talk to you.
Ah,
I'll start looting the other three.
Okay.
I have a mind to loot as well. Q.
Right.
I'm
Okay.
talking.
So, is he being helpful at all?
No,
Well, he's just being yelled at, so he's not
rude.
going to do that. He's not going to.
All shouted at him.
I mean, you shouted at him. You've insulted his goddess, and then you've invaded his
What?
empire. Like you've invaded
Who
his
insulted his goddess?
Yeah, so he's not interested in talking.
I'm sorry, Cade. I did say that his goddess must be an idiot to put faith and trust in followers like him.
Oh. So
Whoops.
the devout will not help us anymore.
No, I think I put my foot in it a tiny bit.
Just put me out of my misery now.
It's Valorin's
I-
fault for
I
making me
serve-
go forward.
I serve her in any way, even in the afterlife. But good luck in Menzo Baranzan. You will need it.
Do we keep him as any kind of bait or leverage? Do we tie him up and drag him along? Do we just make him suffer along with us a little bit?
If we take him with us, he's going to give us away.
I think we'll probably give ourselves away, to be fair. I'm off killing him.
How far down the tunnel have we gone? How about we give him back to the shrubs too?
Are the
And
mushrooms
it's-
kind of just like looking at us from about 6 feet away? Like,
You can't actually see them because you've gone down this steep. You were traveling for about an hour and a half to get down here. So you'd have to travel back, a good probably hour 45 minutes to get back to the colony. If you want to
Anybody
do
want
that,
to
you
kill-
can do. It's just that they're not like you can't see them; they're far away.
Right, we're done. Edak's opposite. I'll just signal to Edak, and he's just gonna hammer fist straight down on his head.
Okay, roll for attack with advantage because of grapple.
And say I forgot something. Fucking rolled off a 20, piece of shit. Can't miss from here. How? What the fuck? 5 was my highest roll. Jesus. Oh, what is it to hit? It's like 7, so 12. His dice are not rolling.
He's actually gonna turn towards Edak, and sees that Edak is a little bit inept in his attacks, and he's actually just gonna walk into the attack. Well, not walk.
cool.
He's gonna maneuver himself into the attack. When it happens, he just has a serene look on his face. Yeah, and he is vanquished.
Speak with Dad.
Yeah, but they still don't have to answer your questions, do they? Fucking elves. Arrogant.
Yeah. I should have known better, but I was just really pissed at that point. I don't like Drow. No respect for Drow. I was raised to not respect Drow. I'm afraid.
One clear thing that you can notice from this battle is that these are all men.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
They're all male drow. You've been told by Dritz that the higher rankings, it's a matriarchy. Yeah, these were basically these were the dregs, the military arm. Probably not very, they were used to patrol these tunnels up and down to make sure that nobody comes into their area, their empire. Which is why they didn't really care if they died or not, because they are.
Sounds like Goonies.
It does.
Because they're taught to not really give a shit about themselves if they are men. Yeah, just servants.
Yes, they are. Useless, disgraceful servants. We said we'd treat.
Catching up here.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Does anyone have to speak with Dad? What does Emma like and what like? And we said we'd treat Caden if we. Why does Line put everything into one? It's annoying. We treat.
This
Caden.
is Zoom.
Yeah, sorry, Zoom. Caden Vela.
I think I actually unprepared speak with Dad.
It won't work out. They don't have to answer your questions if they want.
Yeah,
to.
I don't think he would be very forthcoming, especially not with me.
We treat Cade and Valorant as slaves.
We did say this before.
I think you said it. Yeah, you said it a few sessions ago, I think. What are we doing, gang?
I don't know.
Are you guys
I think we should just press on.
picking out what they've got and then we'll.
Oh yeah, just go for them. Go for what they've got. Yeah.
David Copperpot.
Loot.
Yeah, loot.
So, in terms of currency, they do not hold currency because
500
they
gold.
are the male side of
money.
the empire, so they don't have
The
anything.
boys.
The only thing they do have is the Drow elite warriors. They have some nice studded leather on. It's not magical. It's just really nicely ornately made.
Okay.
Instead of having the studs that a normal studded leather would have, excuse me, they seem to have stems that kind of go vertical down the armor, which makes them appear like they are longer than they are.
Do they have symbols of the cities or people they belong to?
What do you mean, like on their armor, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Sylvia, by the way, in chat, that one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Do they have symbols? Yes. On their armor and on their swords, their short swords, and on their hand crossbows. And you have a close look at these hand crossbows, and they are of an excellent make. The bolts themselves have a strange poison on them, which is what they were trying to hit you with, but then failed over and over again. One day, I will get you guys with a saving throw. Because I don't think I've actually gotten you guys with a saving throw once in the past month and a half that I played the Watchers.
I'm not even taking any blame of that.
It's your fault, Cade.
What I'm efficient with, because I'm contemplating taking one of these crossbows.
They're a hand crossbow, which is dex based, which means you wouldn't be proficient in it. Yeah. And in your hands, or in a proficient person that isn't a drow, these are just a normal hand crossbow, with the benefit of the 5 bolts that each one of them has got on them right now. But yeah, the symbols, it's you kind of look around their armor and stuff. On their back, they have a I think it's an 8-point star with 3 on either side going out. It's a very acute pointy star, and then the 2 at the top are elongated points. And it seems to be.
So it's like the Chaos Star from 40k.
I have no idea what that means, but sorry. But yeah, and on the back is kind of this really dark, shaded in spider web. That's been put there.
It's definitely 8. If you got 3 on each side, then it's 8.
Yeah, I'll have it.
I've come blurry.
8-point star, dark shaded spider web. I'm guessing that is some form of a lolth. Would I know this at all from if this is lolth symbolism or?
You would have seen it, because nobody else here has been to that spider fortress you went to. You would have seen it there a lot. In the actual webs themselves, you would have seen this symbol, the patterning, in the webs. I mean, webs are kind of like that anyway, but you would have seen like a lot of spiders would have actually weaved this into their webs as a sign of respect. The throne room would have had it everywhere. This is a symbol of Lolth.
Looks like we're hunting Lolth in a place of worship for Lolth. This is going to be a...
She's over there.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow all the people that are looking for the spider.
We don't have any kind of locate spells, do we? Because I imagine that the fanatic ship might have some thing.
I have if I know what she looks like or what she's carrying, but not
Spider pig. Spider.
I don't think she's carrying a spider pig.
Okay.
I mean, potentially she could have left any traces of hair or something in the footprints, but I won't fancy looking for that.
I think we should just keep going.
Even if I found a hair of a spider's leg and I cast locate object on that spider's hair, it would then just go boom everywhere. Sure.
Yeah.
Like,
So there are several different avenues that you go down, but each one of them go down this tunnel. But each one of them seems to be very familiar with the Surf Goblin, tunnels, and they've just given up after a while and then go back out. You check them out, and there's nothing in them other than like kind of rotten food and various like other just broken things that they've just left by the wayside. Until say about 2 hours later, as you're traveling down, you do not come across any other patrols as you're coming down here. You do hear sounds, strange sounds, dripping. But one thing you are noticing, which is very clear, is that when you're going through this cavern, echo is very prominent. Right? You were hearing echo constantly because it's a huge cavern. It's a huge space. But when you got to a certain point, you also had to realize that the echo stops. It's like you're in a small room with heavy insulation. The atmosphere hasn't changed. Nothing's changed in terms of temperature, nothing like that. It just sounds like you're talking to each other in a padded room. And you keep on walking, and you keep on walking, and still the same thing. Doesn't get worse, doesn't get better. It's just always like that. It's very off-putting since you're in this huge space and you're getting
And
nothing
we can
back.
see that it's a huge space, yeah?
Yes, yeah, this tunnel is still massive. It's
But
still
it sounds like it's muffled, like it's like we're in...
Yeah, there is no echo at all. Nothing. There is no echo. The sound is not bouncing off anything in here. But you can
Still
still
got a
hear,
lamp on.
you can still hear
That's
yourselves.
really fucking weird.
Eminari didn't say she put out the lamp. So,
No, I didn't. I've had it with me still through the battle.
yeah.
Because I did try to use it in the battle.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Thinking if we're marching on, do we need it? Should we keep it on or not?
I can turn it off if Sylvia wants to give us dark vision.
Is she a bear still?
Yeah.
Still a bear. No, leave it on.
Hang on, let me see. Do you have... Can I say it?
She has dark vision as a bear, so it's just me and Edak.
That's a bear. Okay. Okay, cool. More stuff? We could put Eminari on me.
Could put Eminari on me.
Valorant on Edak.
But then it's just me that can't see.
Yeah.
You have to carry me, Lauren. Yeah, I'll hold your fluff.
You're just going to follow... Yeah, yeah.
So are we doing that then? Are we knocking the lamp down as we proceed?
I have dark vision as well.
Yeah, you, Eminari.
Yeah.
Is it Eminari as well? You got dark vision?
Put the
Not
Minari on
normally, no.
the bear.
Oh, right. So, yeah, you get on.
I need to get on the bigger of the bears because I'm big.
Right. Well, get on the... you get on the bear, Valerian on Edak, and I'll just hold on in between. I'll be like the little kid holding mum and dad's hand.
Oh my god!
Okay, so you carry on traveling, and then you see there is a light.
I'll be alright at that.
There is a purplish green light at the end of this tunnel, but there is a very pronounced gate, like an open archway of black and kind of silver, and there are many people, many figures around this gate. And they look in your direction, but they can't seem to see you right now. You're about 200 feet away from the gate. And they come to attention at the gate. Beyond the gate, you're seeing the purples and greens, hue being shone in from what appears to be a huge cavern beyond.
Maybe this is time for our little plumber to shine. He wants to put his mask on and go and see what's happening.
What you want me to do?
Ideally, you'd be sending a squirrel down the shaft so we could figure out what's
But I
happening.
need 11 minutes then because he disappeared the last time I put him on a pressure plate.
11 minutes? That's specific.
You sit there for 660 seconds. really,
Or
11 minutes.
You can disguise yourself as one of these elves and go for a wander and see what's going
I
on.
can go myself if you want. I can dress myself. I can make myself look like the guy we just killed.
Oh, that's just Cade's idea.
That's what we're doing, guys.
I don't fancy just walking through a gate of guards. I think we should
How many is there?
have an idea what's...
Hard to tell
Well,
at this distance. There is at least a handful.
We need at least a short rest. I know I do.
I'm okay.
I'm not. Spells wise, I'm not.
Want to sit and discuss it then?
Yeah.
How long do we need? About
Any
an
better yet?
hour and a half. Yeah, I could hear you then.
Hey.
Oh, thank goodness. Right, I'm coming out of the bear. I have so many words. I need to get them all out. Right, it's probably a city, so we don't want to go in attacking anyway. We should go in with Eminari and Sylvia, leading you two as our slaves, coming on a visit from the surface.
Should we strip the boys of a bit of armor, maybe try and fit in?
I
I
don't
just
need
said
to be
they're a
naked. I
bodyguard.
can be a woman if you want me to. Jesus.
Yeah, you
No,
can
you don't need
change.
to be a woman. 2 women's quite enough in this group. They
Okay.
can be our bodyguards, our body slaves.
Kid, we're gonna be slaves.
I can speak.
We can do that, but I still definitely feel that we should at least just have a short rest, just in case anything happens. I don't
think
want
it's
to
a good
be.
place to be out in the tunnel.
Cut my pants down.
I think we need to go in, see if we can get a spot to rest. We're not going in to have a fight with an entire place.
Mm-hmm.
If we sit out here in a tunnel, we're going to get more and more suspicious. Somebody's going to notice or come by.
Well,
So
can
I'm
you-
going to have to be in constant mind link with you if they're speaking Elvish, because I'm going to have to translate it to you across the brainwaves.
Fine, I can speak back. I can do a link as well.
Can you tell from the outside looking in that Edak is celestial and not actually a giant ape?
He looks like a giant ape.
So you wouldn't just know.
He's made of celestial light, but he still looks like a giant ape. Yeah.
From the outside, he is an ape. It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. So
Sylvia doesn't know you're an ex-gladiator yet, does she? No, she doesn't.
probably
Oh,
not.
No.
So that whole slavery speech is rubbing me the wrong way, but you
Yeah,
know,
but I don't know. So
what needs must be done. Can you at least?
Though, like, would it be visible that you're a little bit uncomfortable with it?
I'll growl.
I'll just note it for later. Too important at the minute not to care, but she'll remember to ask about it later.
I did actually growl as well. That's the thing. I did.
But I'll just ask Abe, you okay with this?
Mm-hmm.
You sound less than happy.
Well, where do I keep my weapon so it's?
You can have it out. You're a bodyguard.
Oh, we're bodyguards. Okay.
It's no need for show. When
What
we're
are we
walking
doing?
through public places.
So we're walking into a drow elf city as a dragonborn, a halfling.
Why not?
Is this going to be
Kalashtar.
is this going to be a normal thing, or is it only going to be drow elf down here? And it's just
We don't know, but can we go anywhere else? We might as well go in bulls if we're meant to be here on we're an adventuring party from the surface who's looking to explore the underworld and learn things about it. And we have brought slaves with us to keep an eye on us.
they don't speak. I mean, the guards didn't seem to care much for us surface dwellers.
Well, as long as Eminari holds her tongue about their gods.
Nari can do that.
Are they really going to?
She was
show
just battle heightened before. Give her a moment to breathe. Let her chew on a bit of herb. She'll be fine.
Herb.
Eminari.
I'm a token. Chill out. She's getting very hungry though.
Valoran to be Sylvia's translator. So I brought
Okay.
Valoran along to be my translator,
I'm
as well as bodyguard.
gladly submissive.
So what's the plan here? Can I get a summary?
I don't know.
I think
Because
if I've got it right,
Right.
we're going to go in as like Eminari and Sylvia are adventuring party from the surface.
We've been told about this
Teams are from the
magnificent
underworld
city.
And have brought 2 slave bodyguards with us in line with their customs to assist with our well-being and translate when necessary.
Okay. Are you going now,
I
or what's
hope.
happening?
Are we going in? Because the more we stay out, the more
Let's
conspicuous.
go in. Let's go in.
Okay.
This is all my fault.
Kid, do we have to be quiet, or is this like do we have to?
Yeah,
With
sure.
them
I
being
think
like
it's-
with you guys kind of sitting there and talking, you start to see some unrest at this gate. They're like, as soon as you kind of came around, you stopped to look at them, and then you've been kind of walking, but then you kind of stopped to talk because you were thinking about some short resting, and they just kind of, you can see that a lot of them are turning your direction now, and then you carry on walking towards the gate. You see that it is it's about 60 feet away. You can see it is predominantly, again, male. Very much like the ones you just killed. And there's a mixture there of just your usual chain-shirted drow and your studded leather drow wearing elite warriors standing there. One of them steps forward. He has this kind of bluish white hair, and it's short. It's kind of standing up into a kind of a wide mohawk. And he has studded leather on, and he has this really long black tipped spear that he kind of brings with him, and just shouts out, "Hot! Who are you?"
We are seeking refuge. We are from the surface. We have bought some man slaves.
Make a persuasion check.
Like,
With disadvantage.
We are seeking refuge. We have brought some man slaves.
That was never in the discussion of the plan.
We have brought some man slaves.
Make
Why did you let
a
me
persuasion check with disadvantage.
You're the only person that can
with
speak
disadvantage?
You're the only person that can speak Elvish.
18. Refuge. Okay, it's not that bad. It's an 18 at disadvantage because I have +6 to persuasion. Thank God.
it's a good thing that persuasion works.
Are you guys mind linked at this point, by the way? Because I didn't.
Oh,
I don't have a clue what you're saying at the minute.
Yeah.
Valerie, are you pulling that face?
No.
He says, "Yeah." He looks on you, Amanari,
No, I'm not.
and then on Sylvia, and then on the Dragonborn and the half elf. As soon as he looks at the half elf, he kind of retorts a little bit, like he has this kind of grimace on his face, like he's disgusted.
Pay no heed to the half elf. I'm as
Half-elf.
disgusted as you are. Horrible creature.
I'll hold my tongue.
You heard that.
I hold my tongue.
Yeah.
I'm using telepathy of Valor and going, what's she saying? Is she doing the right thing?
No, he can understand. That's the best bit. He knows everything else.
So
Not saying anything.
So then he
I'm
says,
not saying
he says, "We do not have any Dragonborn slaves. They are stubborn and stupid."
This one, I've got him under mind control.
Make a deception check.
I mind link with Cade and Sylvia and tell them everything that Eminari is saying at the same
Okay.
time.
Perception 21.
I'll snap my fingers to bring Valorant up to me like I'm ready for you to summon to translate for me if need be.
Why do you need to come here for refuge? We do not accept anything but drow, human or orc.
I'm just going to mind link Sylvia, go, help, I don't want to say something stupid.
I'm going to speak to Valorant out loud in common.
It's like
So
three-way.
Just in case he speaks common and just say, tell them we are token and we are an adventuring party and you're accompanying us to help us move through niceties.
I speak to Eminari to tell people.
No, you can speak for me. The reason I gave it to you.
No. We're doing this. This is Chinese whispers. Let's go.
I tell Eminari.
Giving it to
what-
him to say out loud.
But me knowing that I am a slave,
Eminari
I
doesn't
would
just
tell Eminari what Sylvia just told me to say. Eminari, she said that she wants us. We are an adventuring party. Can you please tell the kind gentleman, and then I'll look down at him.
I'm going to relay it to him. Just what
I want to
Sylvia
hear
said.
it.
I'm being very submissive.
We
What did I say?
we are an adventuring party. That's all I've got so far. I didn't even know the rest.
What was the rest?
So that's
Valerie?
all you say.
Yeah, we're an adventuring party.
Oh, okay.
We are passing through.
Who can I speak with right now?
At me if you want to. I'm mind
Who's linked to me? I can't without speaking out loud.
The only people that can speak to you are us, but we have to mind link to you in order for you to reply.
All right, so you're not mind linked to me anymore because you were just saying you were mind
Well,
linked to me.
let's
To
you
tell me
make
what
like
you
a
were saying.
hand gesture so that I know that you want to speak.
Hmm.
Right. What's gonna happen next is they're gonna look at Emanari, and they're gonna look at Sylvia, and they're gonna say, "Fine, the city will decide your fate, but these two we are putting in chains." And they come up about a small band of 5 for each person comes up, and they put chains on Cade's hands, and they put chains on Valorant's hands.
Okay.
And then they just shove you forward.
I'm just gonna at this point. I'm just gonna say, be careful with my companions. They are important to me on my adventure. I'm gonna be very stern about it in Elvish.
I'll mind link to Cade and just say, "Easy, we'll get you out of this." Roll with
Again, roll
Hold.
a persuasion
Hold.
check, Emanari.
Persuasion check.
Because obviously you were unsettled by the first bit of it, so we made
19.
19. They will be treated how they should be treated.
I
But
don't want any damage to them.
The shoving is softer, but they're still they're drow. They don't they're not being aggressive, but they are frog marching basically Cade and Valorant, and you guys are told to flank the groups. You are surrounded by 10 various elite warriors and drow chain shirts right now. You enter into the gates, and you, with kind of pride in his voice, the original guy with the dark spear says, "Welcome to Menzo Berenzen, the city of 1,000 gates, home of Loth, the Weaver of Destiny." And before you is a huge arrow-headed cavern, multi-leveled. It seems to have these floating walkways that are above the city on a second level. Below it is seems to be the slums, and there are numerous gates. It is impossible to count how many there are, but around the city, it's in a bowl-shaped room. Room, massive cavern, like a almost like water, like reservoir sized. It's huge. Yeah, and it kind of slowly steeps up, and then at the top there are bigger and bigger and bigger like buildings. Yeah, the color palette is purples and blacks, and there's just this mist that is floating all around this city. You can see that just freely walking around, there is a ton of drow. There are also a very small population of humans that are just walking around. I'm talking, 1 every 100 drow. There's not many of them. And also same thing with the orcs. The humans tend to have a certain look to them. They look subservient. They look, every time they see you or they see another drow, they bend their head, even to the males. You have not seen any female drow yet, but you have not entered the city. You're being stared at, and Cade and Valoran are taken somewhere else. They are frog marched. You are told by Dark Spear that we are taking your friends to the dungeons, where they will be. And he just pauses and says, "Well looked after. We will feed them. We look after all of our slaves here, and we will be watching you. We have a new we have the greatest honor of a new inhabitant in our city, who we revere greatly. So if you ever step out of line, we will kill you."
I'm just gonna look at Sylvia.
It's gonna smile.
And then again, as he
okay, Cade.
as he frog marches away towards this smaller, dark scaled building, just outside one of the east gates, he says, "Welcome to Menzo Baranson," and then just walks off. And that's where we will end the session, as Cade and Valorant.
What's gonna happen?
Cade and Valorant are just being frog marched off to the east, and Eminari and Sylvia are being marched. Well, they're not being marched. You're freely able to just walk into any of the number of gates that are around this city.
It's gonna be fun, Cade.
I'm sorry, Sleeps, but it's 13 minutes past 10, so we have to stop. Sorry, buddy. But we'll get back to it next week. I am also very excited that you guys are in Menzo Baranson. It's if you read the books, the Dritz books, you'll know what it is. It's cool.
Very excited. I'm trying not to be.
Oh yeah, it looks great from inside
Cade and Valorant not going to be able to experience it at all, because they're just going to be in a jail cell before they are sold off to their matriarchs.
Because somebody said they had brought slaves to us.
Man slaves.
When Lauren asked if I was actually showing like the face of, oh my god, I rolled a natural 20 for deception in my own head. Like,
yeah, well, welcome.
I just don't know why I said it.
welcome to the Underdark. Welcome to the Drow.
We got to get them back.
Welcome to the Drow's capital city. It's gonna be fun.
Wait,
Looking forward to that on a recap.
oh no, Kate's got the bag of holding with everything in it. Oh no, Amanari does. We're okay.
Okay.
We got the gold.
Okay.
That's your concern.
I imagine there's probably going to be deep discussion after this. One second, Lauren. I'm going to have to finish off. We're going to understand. But yeah, thank you for watching us today. Thank you for all the follows and the couple of subs as well today. The D&D show, thank you for the host. Jake earlier, the Pugtail, please go follow Jake. Thank you so much for hosting us as well. This episode for patrons will be going up tomorrow. You can be a patron for as little as £2. Well, it's $2, so it's even less than £2. So if you would like to do that, just go to patreon.com/thewatchersdnd. If you want a direct link, then we have if you just put Patreon in chat, you'll be given a link. So thank. Otherwise, it gets put up every Saturday or Sunday, depending on if James puts it in public or not. So with that, with them arriving at Menzo Baranson, we'll see you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.